And he has to actually get off. He has to be pleased by it.
Uh-huh.
So you can't just be like, oh, you put your dick in my ass, you fucked
Oh,
me.
It has to be pleased by it. Yeah.
He has to come.
He would-
Yeah, it
he-
has to come. So if
Okay.
he doesn't come, he gets to come back to fuck you again.
One look at my asshole, and he'd be like, "Yeah, no, you ain't getting no money."
Welcome to the Easily Offensive Podcast. If you're out there and you are easily offended, now's your time to leave.
Welcome back to the Easily Offensive Podcast.
Me and Blake are
We
already
can-
arguing and shit.
Last two episodes, we've not been able to get Gavin to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
To start out with,
Fuck you. I was like, oh, is this one? And then you started talking, and then I was just like, oh, I guess we're talking.
because
and
we're
then-
already in. You're like, oh, we're
Well,
fucking-
and then I was telling him to turn the fucking volume down so we
Yeah.
can actually hear it.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Anyways, we're back this week. All four of us are
Oh,
in
fuck
studio.
yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Hard
Yeah.
as a rock.
I said studio weird because he threw me off so bad.
With that weird ass accent.
What studio is this?
This is him studios.
Get in the game.
I thought it was he, she, them.
You know what? I just
That's
you
what you
just
sounded
you
like.
just made me realize I was doing it based off the EA Sports. I never realized that's what I was doing.
EA Sports.
That-
So,
Get 'em, studios.
hey, you know,
It's in the
I
game.
actually want to talk about something.
Did you say
Did
Did
I
you say
saw-
to a gay?
Huh?
Get in the gay.
Yeah, oh, so you heard that shit too?
You heard it
It's a
too.
game for sure.
Oh, I heard gay. I was all
Get in
like,
the
damn.
Those
Get
two
in
are
the
gays.
gays.
Get in
He's
the
like,
game.
get it in an asshole.
Get in the game.
It's not June anymore. We're done with that.
Actually, that's one thing I wanted to talk about, right?
Oh,
So did you guys see, what's her his name? Her name, Dylan, the Bud Light.
Bud
the
Light.
Bud Light?
The
Oh,
Bud Light
I thought they
killer.
were talking about your brother. I was like, I've seen him.
Yeah.
No, the Bud Light killer.
Okay. Dylan. yeah.
They, she,
It,
him,
whatever. Go on.
decided to come out as lesbian.
Really?
And to me, that just sounds like straight with, extra
extras.
steps.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
lesbian, huh? With a cock. That's crazy.
It's
So-
every guy's wet dream.
I saw a TikTok,
Dude,
and it
I
was
can go into the ladies' room and still. I don't know. I
can
don't
you
know where
imagine
I'm
Trevor
with
going to the ladies' room?
You know
Like,
what?
just all the
they just call the
screams.
police. They'd be like, we're not going to fight him. We
that. But
can't.
he's had surgeries and everything.
I don't
Has
think
he?
he's got gender reassignment surgery.
He looks like.
I
a
feel
bitch.
like most of them don't these days.
Like,
Which is
the
my
very
bitch.
the
don't-
expensive ones.
I
The-
don't-
the not poors do.
Yeah, I don't know that for sure. See, here's the thing: if you want me to like really take you seriously with the whole,
Transgender thing?
yeah, dude, hack your dick off. I'll call you whatever you want.
Yeah. I was like,
know?
you put in the effort. You put in the commitment. You deboned your,
Yeah.
you know.
Those
Wait,
are
are
those.
you saying are you
Deboned.
saying like a surgical practice hack your dick off, or are you saying like just go out to your garage, grab the fucking bandsaw? and-
Just
you know
sawzall.
what? I'll accept either. But if
I'll be
you
more
go
impressed with
through-
the bandsaw move.
I understand it's expensive, so not everybody that would even
Well,
want to.
There's
Hang
so many
on.
programs for it now, though.
Oh, sure. Okay. Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Gavin's looked it up.
You got,
No.
You got Zach.
So
all excited.
we actually went to school with this guy,
in the
and he
chamber.
went to prison,
Uh huh.
and the prison paid for him to get a gender.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that
I've
was
heard-
here in
we've
That
all
is ridiculous.
we've all heard those.
That was here in Idaho.
No, that's a couple of them. There wasn't him that was about. But he got his before that shit broke out.
Anyway, either way, if you take it to that extent where it's like you surgically or even in a garage style fashion
Mexico.
get yourself. Dude, I do it in a garage before I do it in Mexico.
You guys want to know something crazy?
a garage
Is
in America.
Mexico actually has really good medical facilities.
No.
Like there are a
Fuck
few
off.
of them. No, there really
Nuh-uh.
is. There really is.
The facilities are good.
Yeah, the facilities are. The doctors are good as well.
Oh,
Your
yeah,
aftercare.
It's people go to the
So-
janky ones that are like,
Are we gonna
this
let-
looks like a shed in the back of a Hispanic taco
we
Or
truck.
gonna
the
let
good
Blake
ones
finish?
then. Yeah,
The
anyway.
actual hospitals. Anyway,
My point is, I'll take you really seriously at that point. Because
Yeah.
you're in it. You're like,
you're actually committed.
Or
you
Yeah.
committed.
Yeah.
You made a
I
step.
get- yeah.
You know, you didn't just,
Go buy the clothes and put makeup on.
well, just even just say words at a certain point. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, and it's like if you're too poor to get reassigned,
Go
hey,
fund me.
maybe you're too poor to, you know, make those decisions. It's like, like
Wow.
Should get your CDL.
see, here's
Yeah,
the thing.
exactly.
If you
You
want,
guys would be out of a job.
if you want to be able to afford it. No, anyway, it's like I can decide to buy a Ferrari all I want,
Not gonna do
but
it.
can't afford it. So I don't even bother making that decision now, do I?
Nope, exactly.
Yeah.
But you guys made me think of something. Like I mentioned the do it in the garage thing, and it just made me think of a genuine, well, not genuine. It's going to be a reboot of Human Centipede, but instead of putting them together, it's a dude in his garage doing fucking gender reassignment surgeries, and it goes horribly bad because it's a horror movie.
Of course.
Hey, anybody listening? That's copyrighted as of right now.
Oh my god.
So
TM.
Yeah, it's one of those comedy horrors.
Copyright
Well, no,
at
we-
Zach
no,
White
not-
2023.
No,
You would
I-
have to make a joke about it because otherwise people
No.
are like, "That's just you being prejudiced."
the transgender thing is the joke itself.
Boy,
Yeah.
I don't know if anything we've said at this point makes us sound like we're worried about sounding like that.
Yeah. Right. Shit.
At like this point, we're like, oh shit, we start backpedaling. Can you
Yeah.
imagine?
You know what?
You're all like, ooh.
Bikes don't backpedal.
Dude,
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
Do they go backwards?
Yeah.
No.
What?
Some of them do. I've had a bike that goes backwards. It was a fucked up gear, so it just stuck.
Oh.
So it just
Oh, okay. So it didn't mean to go backwards.
no. It was still pretty fucking cool.
You,
About
you know
fucked up.
what, Zach? There are fixed gear bikes, I think. So you would, like, if you were to go backwards theoretically, you would have to. But mostly it's just the
Forward
brakes.
motion.
The
yeah.
brakes. It's like
Yeah.
you have brakes with the
Or
like if you see BMX guys go do like a 180 and land when they're going backwards, they back
Yeah, they
pedal
backpedal.
because they would engage the brake if they didn't. But
Right,
I don't
and
think
that's-
there's
I used to have a bike like that, but then I got my first like a road bike or mountain bike, and when you backpedal,
It just
it does nothing. All you hear is zzzz,
Right.
and the chain's moving, but it's not moving the gears.
yeah. You can get a fixed gear. It's just a set gear. It just does
yeah.
forward and backwards.
Nope, this bike
It's like
don't
a solid
backpedal.
gear.
Oh yeah, mine, my Diamondback out there. Like
does it?
I bought that for like street BMX, and it yeah.
Yeah.
No brakes. It's all hand brakes. Anyway, so we got
What
really
were we talking
sidetracked on
about?
that.
Yep.
We were talking how you would make such a great woman.
You got the titties for it.
At
Yeah,
least some-
I heard the whole BLT, big lumpy titty shit.
I forgot about that.
What? What did I not? Did I miss this?
You were
You were
totally there.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Uh,
episode 58 when Dylan had said it.
that'd be tough.
58. 58. That's.
I mean, sorry, 48.
48.
Oh, I might have
Okay.
been off of my own little world.
Big lumpy tits.
Yeah, BLT.
Yeah.
Trevor's got them BLT.
You got the
Big
BLT.
lumpy tits.
Right.
Trevor, have you ever gotten
It
a
almost sounds
mammogram?
pretty cool when you say it, BLT.
It does.
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten a mammogram?
Why? I don't need it.
I mean, dudes can get breast cancer too.
That's what I'm asking. He's gotten a mammogram.
You don't have to do that shit till you're like 40 or something like that.
That's your
so-
prostate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but-
he's right. It's your prostate.
I mean,
You
you're
only get
yeah.
a mammogram when you
Nope.
when you just have
I'm
titty
fine.
cancer in
When you
your
have
family.
BLTs.
and you can get prostate checks before you're 40.
Before
Yeah.
you're
Ask me
35.
how I know.
You got a
Have you
thumb in the
gotten them?
bum.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
We've
Okay.
already talked about this. Is one of the first episodes
Oh,
that
really?
we were all together.
So what led to you needing a prostate exam?
I ended up getting a UTI.
Oh, is it?
And I didn't know it was a UTI,
He's
but I was
beating his meat too much.
pissing blood, and
really?
it hurt. Like it hurt. So I was like, okay, it's either a UTI,
An STD.
STD, but I don't know how I would have gotten that.
It happens.
And then, or it's
Playing with the random pocket pussy.
Keep your
Happens.
dick out of your mattress.
So then they were like, well, we need to do a prostate exam.
so
to
that's
see.
what.
I think it's funny that's where they went first with that
No, they didn't. They took
PP sample,
they took a pee sample first,
and
when
then
said-
they went and cotton swabbed your cock.
yeah they did it around the urethra opening.
Oh, they didn't go into your
no,
urethra?
no.
No, see, that's when you
Because
get like the
the-
high rant. You're like, oh, I might have syphilis, and then they're like, tubed you.
Yeah. No, that
Yeah,
would
it was
make,
just like a
that would make me come.
to
for
see
sure.
it.
Now I gotta ask, do you have
but
one of
well-
those fucking like cock logs?
cock locks. Chastity belt?
No, it's actually
It's a urethra thing.
yeah, it's an actual bar that you stick in your
Oh, one of those like glass bars.
dick. They're usually metal
They're,
Oh,
yeah.
because the glass has a high risk of breaking in your dick.
Yeah.
So talking about this made my
is
my
it
balls go
called?
straight into my stomach. Like
I thought you-
no.
What
People
about
that,
your
like,
pussy?
fucking jerk off with it.
there's a word for masturbating with a rod. in your
Yeah,
cock,
that's
right?
what I was
It's
trying to get at, but I
Zach,
couldn't
would
remember
you
what the fuck it
eat the-
was.
No.
Stimulation or something
No.
like
This
that.
is the
I'm gonna
easily
finish-
offensive podcast. We
Not
need-
that,
not
not
the-
that I'm a
EM
pussy.
studio.
and
No,
won't
it's
say
not
that.
the-
Look it up on the
It
fucking
is the
computer.
easily offensive podcast. It is not the let's tarnish my search history podcast.
It's
We've
not like
done
they're
it
gonna put an
before.
investigation on you. And
Guys,
even if they did, we'd
Guys,
be like, it
I've
was
looked
us.
up bombs. I've looked up horse dick. I've looked up.
Wait, you looked up the big B?
the fact that you think that this makes it any worse. See, we always talk him into it. It's so
I don't know why he fights us on it though. It's like a
What
whole.
would I even type?
masturbation with a rod in your urethra.
in your rear.
In your rear.
In your
That's actually less weird. You know? What's it
Yeah,
called?
Okay, I get Pornhub.
Rod,
X-Ham.
masturbation, gay porn, masturbation with rod.
Well, put the
masturbating with
I think it's just called a rod,
steel
guys.
Rod.
A masturbate wholesale masturbation rod.
Oh wow.
Shit.
There's got to be a name.
Double glass dildo.
Oh, at
Would-
the beginning of the search, put word for. Word for. Rod in.
Hot rod.
Hot rod.
I don't-
Charge
I don't
the
think that-
rod
I don't think that's
to
it.
masturbate.
Yeah, these
said-
are all Urban Dictionary.
That's Urban Dictionary. Yeah, that's.
I don't trust that shit.
Well, that's where all these words come from.
It's like called like honing
word
or
for
some
meth.
shit. You know, like
Honing?
it's just a guess. That's just an educated guess. It just.
That's like if it's anywhere near that, I want you to know that I officially
Yeah, I'm
know
done
what
looking
kind of
this
weird
up.
shit you're into.
Dude, I. Okay.
You're like, yeah.
No, but it's like
How
how
does Blink 182 and Nirvana come into this?
right, like how
That's
choking,
probably the shit you're listening to while you jerk off with a rod in your dick.
like how choking yourself is
go
autoerotic
out like Kurt
asphyxiation,
Cobain.
right? That's a real official term. Sexlexus.com.
Hot rod.
The penis, or hot rod it to masturbate. Said definition there is hard to read.
Or you're just having a
There's
hard
got to
time.
be a word for it. I
Well,
just
just
don't
look
feel
up
like
what the-
hot rod is it, you know?
I can see them calling that like in
A
like
date with Pamela Henderson.
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 I don't know. You
I
guys
was about
can
to say, where's your glasses? But you're on
y'all
fucking
y'all
face.
y'all can Google it if you're really that interested. Anyway, so they
Hot rod.
well they were waiting for the test to come back when I peed in a cup. They're like, so
This could be
you're
prostate failure.
not of the age where prostate cancer is common, but just on the safe side, we're going to give you a prostate exam. And I'm like, okay, sure.
I think this dude just
And
wanted
they
to
used to
finger
do
your ass.
no, they used to do a like he's like, we have a machine that does it, but your insurance doesn't cover that because you're not 40.
Ah.
And I'm like, oh. He's like, so we've got to do it the traditional way.
Ooh, he liked him some
And
redheads.
I was like, oh. Okay.
And he's always got the
Rip.
sausage fingers.
For his
this
pleasure.
doctor. Do you guys know
No. That I just
Hammer?
solved it.
Dr. Hammer.
I'm gonna Google it.
His
now.
name was Hammer.
He hammered your ass,
oh my
dude.
God.
He was.
You had your ass hammered.
His name is Dr. Hammer, and he's got fingers like twice as thick as mine.
Jarrett Hammer.
I don't know his first name.
There's lots of hammers in Idaho Falls.
It was in Rigby.
Don't say his whole
Rigby.
name.
Oh,
it was Rigby. And he used to
Again,
be.
guys, let's not like out somebody who fingered your asshole.
I'm just well. It's like he's a
Well,
good
there's
doctor.
only
I
He was
said.
doing
Rigby.
what he was supposed to be doing. Like he was
Yeah.
like I'm not
but I
I'm
don't
not-
think he wants
I'm
our
not-
publicity.
guys, I'm not pulling a Peter Griffin here and taking him to fucking court for sexual
no,
harassment.
we know that, but we don't need to. He probably doesn't want to associate with us.
Enjoys
Wow.
He's
playing.
probably very hip with the god.
Trevor,
In his spare time, he enjoys playing guitars and fingering Zach's ass.
That's in his bio. He remembers you.
Dude, I would have.
here we are. Let's not call him out. Trevor's like, I'm gonna say his first name, where he works,
No,
his
no, no,
practice,
no, no,
and then
no.
his bio, and add that I
I
like
don't know.
finger
No.
people.
Ass
I
fingering is
didn't-
pretty much a very short list, I'm
I
sure.
didn't say his name. I said someone in Idaho Falls.
Yeah,
Still. Anyway, continue with your butt fingering.
No, that was it.
that was it.
So
So-
I felt violated, but I at the same time didn't. Like when I
Touched me.
when I got home that day, I was watching Family Guy, and of course that fucking Family Guy episode comes on, and I'm like, yeah,
Me too.
it was me too.
Hashtag.
Me too. Hashtag me too.
God.
Yes, that.
I wanted to
Blake's over
try
here is
to.
like,
I wanted to try and think of a way to include Juneteenth, but I couldn't come up with it fast enough. So
You got
anyway,
the Me Too movement, so that was great.
on a like more serious note, not like serious, but like just like more of a serious topic. We were talking leading up to this. We had an actual topic of discussion today. We're gonna get into.
Oh yeah.
I
I
don't
want
know
you
if
to know I have no idea.
you didn't catch it. Okay. So this is more Zach's idea. We kind of built up to this. We were gonna talk about the Big Bang Theory, not the TV show. That thing that may or may not have
It's
happened.
like I love Sheldon.
No, because we touched on it last episode or the episode before
I
that.
haven't done enough research to have an opinion.
You can
Well-
say you've done no research.
I have
Steph.
done no research.
I haven't done enough research to have an opinion.
Well, and the thing is
I'm just happy you said it though. I mean,
Yeah.
like
so let's do a deep dive.
Okay.
a deep dive. You're gonna
I
be doing
was-
a lot of internet searches right now.
Well, that's fine.
That's science.
But we can talk
Yeah,
about.
oh my God, that's he's like that one won't get me a jail time.
So I have to
CIA
say
might
I
be coming to my door.
the other day a big TikTok creator that I follow posted like one of these like kind of like Stitch retaliation kind of TikTok.
So a big
Dude.
fuck you message.
No, not really. He wasn't like that aggressive. He wasn't aggressive at all actually. And this guy was like as he's painting.
oh, I saw that one.
Did you see it?
I did.
As he's painting his daughter's fingernails or whatever, he's all talking about like the Christian side of things, like blah 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 versus the Big Bang and like how it couldn't have happened. And he was saying it couldn't have happened. And as this other guy says, that physicists and scientists for many years have like done experiments and like they have a lot of belief that it could be real, and that and then at one point he
I
says
see
like
a lot of big bangs.
at one point
Wow.
at one point he says you think it was actually like a bang, don't you? You think it was like an actual like boom, like bang, don't you? Right? And I'm in my head, I'm like, I thought that. Like it's kind of
Well,
in-
I figured it was an
in the
implosion, and then after it was an, like the
well, how could be
shockwave.
an implosion if there was nothing before it?
There had to be dust and shit.
Well, the implications are that it was the start.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So dust would implicate that something had started, yeah?
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, I'm just saying that there was something. There was a lot of stuff there, and then it imploded or exploded.
See, this is where it gets fun because then where did the stuff
Now
start?
we're just looking at.
Could have just been.
Could have just been.
Yeah.
See, that's
mean-
the dumbest answer ever.
Okay, what would
Yeah.
you say?
I don't know because I'm not a scientist, but could have just been.
But here's the thing.
Science.
So you're saying that was a dumb thing to say, but in reality, all science is just guessing game
Yeah.
until somebody proves it right.
but
So-
guessing like an actual answer, not it just was.
No.
There you go.
They didn't ever guess. There we go.
Not according to science.
The scientific method is precisely the tool that
this isn't it, but
discovered
yeah.
that the Big Bang happened.
Same guy.
You may as well claim that toast disproves the existence of toasters.
It goes against the first law of thermodynamics. Matter
What?
cannot be created nor destroyed. It can only be transferred from one form to another.
The Big Bang never was and never will be a description of where universes come from. All it does is explain what the universe does. It expands. In fact, the Big Bang differed from its competitor, the steady state theory, in that it did not postulate the continuous creation of matter as the universe expands.
Everything around us is in perfect order.
Entropy, erosion, hunger, thirst, death, seasons, volcanoes, supernovas, radioactive elements, decomposition, evaporation. None of these things could possibly happen if everything was in perfect order. These things and others happen only because matter is constantly trying to reorganize and be in a lower energy state.
And nothing is half evolved. There's nothing that exists with half an evolved leg or half an evolved eyeball.
We're not talking about the Big Bang anymore, but okay. Archaeopteryx was kind of a bird.
That's all I'm showing to that.
Okay. I
Just
see.
like he stated, we're not talking about the Big Bang anymore, but
half evolved. Yeah, that's I don't know. We
So-
could be half evolved as we.
the thing that
no.
got me really, really into want to talk about this is there was a TikTok I saw, and it was from it wasn't the Hubble telescope. It was it the James Webb telescope?
Yeah,
The one that takes pictures of deep, deep space.
dude, the pictures from that thing are stunning.
Yeah. And as the further they get back, the less defined things get.
Yeah.
Like universes don't look like universes; they start looking like smudges, but they still have like a spiral.
Galaxies.
Yeah, or galaxies. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's because it's seeing into the past.
basically because the light is taking it
So long to get here.
to get here. What we're seeing is light that was emitted however many years ago,
Billions
right?
years
yeah,
ago.
billions of years ago.
Did you guys ever hear about how they figure out how far a star and shit like that is away from the planet?
I don't know.
They
how
use a
do.
candle system. It sounds stupid, and maybe I'm not remembering it correctly, but basically, due to the hue of the
Oh
color,
no, yeah, I heard of that.
yeah, it defines how far away it is,
Mm-hmm.
and the fact that it's reaching us is insane.
But so the James Webb telescope went back so far, it ran into just this like wall of nothing, and they can't see past that because after that was no light.
Light that it couldn't reach, at least.
So
No, because that thing it's called, like, I forgot what it's called. I have to look it up. Yeah, I totally forgot what it was called. What it saw.
the nothingness. No, so if you're in space, I guess because I've watched a lot of space videos
Yeah.
and of them actually being on the station. There's the planet, there's the moon, and then there's fucking nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, like down here we see all the stars. But
Right.
when you're in space, you don't see stars.
Right. Yeah, because the way the light's reflecting.
Yeah, and I was like, that's fucking wild. You think you would see the fucking planets?
You would think
You
think
know.
that you could. Sorry. You would think you'd be able to just like pivot over,
And you'd be like, there's Mars over
Right.
there. But no, that's not even close to the reality of it. I'm like, that's fucking stupid.
there was this image I saw yesterday. It's come up several times, but it was I forget what was the satellite they launched that was just flying through our solar system.
Hubble?
No, Hubble's on Earth.
Oh, isn't it? Yeah, I can't fucking remember.
I can't remember what it's called, but it they launched it and
Yeah.
then right as it was about to get into a certain range like Neptune or Pluto or something like that, they had it turn around and take one last picture of Earth,
Yeah.
and it's such a spooky picture
Why?
Really?
because of
The nothingness
the
around
the mass of blackness around it, and then how small the
Sorry,
Earth
I
was.
can't find exactly. I can't find what it was called. But
Oh,
that's what it
I've
looks
seen
like.
This image. This is like the first light.
This is the first light that ever happened.
Oh
in
yeah,
the known
you
universe.
sent a video about that.
And it can't see anything past that because there's
Nothing.
nothing past that. Well, I'm not saying there's nothing. There's stuff, but there's no light
To
past that. And so you can't see anything if there's no light past it.
Right.
And
You know,
that was
somebody
30
flips on a light behind it.
33 billion light years away.
Dude.
Well, so hey, look up what a light year even is.
That's how far light will travel in 1 year.
Is that what it's really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's exactly what it's in
So-
the name, light year.
Oh, this was
I figured, but I was just like, but what is like the speed or the distance of that?
so light in 1 second would round the Earth 8 times.
Really?
Yeah. And then this is just a fun fact that came up, and it blew my balls off, and now I just remember it. So, from the light from the sun, do you know how long it takes to reach the Earth?
I have no clue actually.
Roughly 8 minutes
Really?
for the sun's light to reach the Earth. Do you know how far away man has been from the Earth? How far we've traveled into space?
With people or machines?
People.
People? We've only
I
gone as
was
far
gonna
as the
say,
moon.
yeah, the moon.
The moon.
Mm-hmm.
6 light seconds. That's how far away we've gotten.
Damn.
Like seconds.
Light seconds away. That's
So
how
that's
far.
the speed of light.
Yeah. It's
299,792,458 meters a
Milli.
second.
That's milliseconds. Yeah. Is it milliseconds?
Can you can
That's
you
meters a
use
second.
Oh.
Is it?
Yeah.
Can you
Starting to
can you break
question.
that down in
Yeah,
freedom
it does,
units?
It does say
How many
that.
solo cups is that?
How many solo cups is that? It's a lot of solo cups. It's a
What is the
fucking
speed of light in
shit ton
miles? There you go. 186,000 miles a second.
Damn.
A millisecond. Oh yeah, miles a second. Okay.
So you figure, okay, now you times that. How many seconds are in a year?
I don't know.
Well, someone look it up while I fucking bring up my calculator.
I don't want to look it
How
up.
many seconds are in a year?
Hey, Siri,
Yeah.
How many seconds are in a year?
Come on, Siri. Okay, just tell me.
A lot.
Was it 31 million?
31,556.
We'll just do 31 million.
956.
Now times that by
Math.
there.
It's a big fucking number.
That's how many miles.
You know, no one else can see that but us.
No, I know it's big. That's how many miles is in a light year.
Zach, I sent you a blow your balls off TikTok.
Okay, I will look at that.
Okay.
But so
Anyway, the point is like light is super fast, and that's the only way to really like reasonably measure distance in space because it's so vast, you know.
and you still imagine that they can't even fine tune it to something that you can comprehend. Because you think, oh, 1 light year, one.
Yeah,
No, you think about that of how many miles is that?
right.
You haven't even watched the video
It's a
your
lot.
dad sent you
My dad.
in over a fucking month.
Dude, I look at these. Look at Blake sent me a video, and the only reason it says doesn't show because I haven't looked at it in Blake's. My friend Tony sent me 5. Gavin sent me 5. Trevor sent me 3. Marissa sent me one a month ago. I haven't even looked at it.
Not
My
quite a
my
month.
stepmom sent me 3, and my dad sent me 1.
So Zach's an asshole.
I
Doesn't
don't-
respond
Yeah.
or watch.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Let's see what this guy's got to say about the whole thing.
He looks familiar. I think I've watched some of his.
He does space stuff.
The Voyager 1 spacecraft was
Oh, that's what I was about to say.
out past Neptune. Carl Sagan managed to convince NASA to turn it around and take one last picture of Earth. Some people said this was dumb and a waste of fuel, but they did it anyway. Voyager 1 was 4 billion miles away from home when it snapped this picture. That's the Earth caught in a scattered ray of light.
Fuck me.
Wow.
Fuck.
Sagan wrote, "The Earth is the only world known so far to harbor life."
Everything you've
Look
ever
again
known,
at that dot.
everything you've ever
That's
seen,
here.
everything you've ever
That's
cared about.
That's us. In the year
Oh,
in
that's
that dot.
haunting.
Voyager 1
It's in that dot. Everything ever to do with human history.
He's in the size
That
of a
dot.
pin dot.
Yep.
Wow. And then you figure out that how big is the Earth? No, to us. How big is the Earth?
Honestly,
to
the
us,
longer
it
I
feels
live, the smaller it feels.
It does feel small and then we've got
But
such
still,
crazy
there are
perspective.
still places on Earth that we as humans will never been and have never been. Well, I wouldn't say will never, but like the Mariana Trench, we haven't been down that deep.
I don't know.
I thought we had.
Nope.
Are you sure?
Yep. We
Look it
have
up.
not. We have not went all the. No submarine has been that far.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty positive.
Are you
You're starting to question yourself, aren't you?
I'm not questioning myself at all because they wouldn't have made a movie called The Meg where they go down in the Mariana Trench.
Well,
That was
I
back in
saw
the
a
day.
vid-
Don't compare ancient shit with the now.
I saw a video on TikTok of
What
a,
the
of a-
now? What?
What?
I can
What
do
do you
what I
What do
want.
you think? What? Anyway, I saw. A
I
video.
gotta
I-
reaffirm this because I got to do have humans been.
Ah, fuck.
I saw a video the other day of
Anyways.
a submarine reaching the lowest known point
Oh,
in
yeah.
the ocean.
Okay, shut up.
Oh,
there.
Darn.
What, could you-
1960. Wow, so it was wild.
Oh,
ago,
and
too.
it was even
They only
forever
made
ago.
it. First 5 people to dive 1 kilometer, 7 miles to the bottom of the
Mariana.
Trench.
and that's the
Ah,
deepest
and those
place on Earth.
I
pussy
gotta go to the
Titan
bathroom.
people did 2 miles.
Yeah, but they also weren't in a fucking. This was probably a nuclear sub.
I would hope so. Yeah, and it's like
See,
So I was wrong.
It didn't take billionaires. It just
Yeah, I
took American money.
it took a lot of money. I'm sure it
Yeah,
took a lot of money.
So I was wrong, but I think that's the deepest spot in the world.
Deepest known spot.
Yeah, known.
Yeah,
known.
known.
Yeah,
So there might even be, and we haven't explored the entire ocean. We haven't explored. We've actually explored more space than we have of our
mean-
own ocean.
for sure. Not relative
then-
to how big one is. But
Right. But then
um,
you figure, okay, that, and then you take that picture into account. It is a pinprick.
Yeah.
And
That's
then
all it
imagine
is.
how many of those pinpricks
Oh,
can
it's
fit. Oh,
crazy.
fucking. And it all came from the Big Bang. And people are saying they didn't just boom. No, it didn't. There was no boom.
Right.
There was nothing, and then it slowly, and it wasn't just like suddenly, kaboom.
The only thing is like, at this point,
Cha-cha.
everything is just a theory. You know.
Right, and because you can only speculate for something that far back.
Yeah. It's to think that we could figure it out definitively all this time later. What do they say the universe is? 14.
Trillion, I think.
Is it trillion or billion years old? I can't
I don't
remember.
know. We're bad with numbers.
We are, because those are 2 greatly different numbers.
And it's only going to be
Let's see.
thought to be 13 billion.
13.7 billion years old is what it's thought to be. So, with an uncertainty of 200 million years, well, that's pretty small potatoes compared
To
to
billion.
Yeah, but like to just look with the evidence that we have here in that little that little picture, that little video we just saw, that's where all of our evidence is. That's where all of our tools are. I mean, our own satellite took that picture from 4 billion miles away.
Dude, I'm wondering
Back
if
in
we're.
the
If,
90s, too.
I wonder if we're ever going to get any more pictures. Are we constantly getting pictures from the Voyager? Because that's still going, right?
Oh, it's
They
well,
made the decision to keep it going. and-
well, I mean, they
Until it
can't
runs out
stop
of
it.
fuel.
It's now past Pluto. It's
I think it's out of the Milky Way by now.
yeah, it's basically like, I saw this. I don't know how people manage to make these videos sad, but they do like voices of it basically talking back to us and saying farewell forever because it's about to go out basically of our range.
Like the
of
Mars
getting
rover.
anything.
Sending its last transmission.
Dude, what's crazy is like, you ever have trouble sending a text message? It's like
Yeah.
they get shit from that thing.
Yeah.
How
And we
does
got
that
so-
work?
And then we get something from. I have trouble sending a text message that's going to bounce off a tower and come to Trevor's phone.
Yeah.
Probably 30 miles at the most of travel distance.
Yeah. I know it takes days and weeks and whatever to receive whatever it does from that, but like, how is it
Still.
even possible?
Right.
How is it even possible at all? From something that was launched in the 90s to it just, doesn't that just blow your fucking
It just
balls
does.
off? Like,
Well,
how is
I
it
mean,
even?
Google, how does the Voyager 1 receive its transmissions? Or how do we receive its transition?
It's gonna be like-
transmissions?
5G.
Or how long?
No, like how? Like, it should give somewhat of a breakdown on how it works.
It's going to be like satellites and shit, dum dum.
Yeah, right.
Well, I wouldn't doubt that's what it is. It bounces off a satellite here and there.
I mean, that's what it would have to be. It's not like
Says antennas.
they set up a bunch of antennas on all the other planets. You know what's always confused me?
What?
You know how they say Saturn, right? Saturn or Jupiter, Saturn, or maybe both.
All I know
Are
about
gas
is
planets?
Jupiter is where the girls go to be more stupider.
Oh my god! But they're gas planets, right? I was like, what does that mean? Could you pass through it?
No, there's no. It's
Oh,
radio.
like if it's
it's
a
radio
solid or a
communication
liquid.
is the way it gets to us. It's radio
Oh,
communication.
so radio waves. Which, yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
That's the only thing they could have made when the Voyager was launched.
Right.
But here it's saying that we likely won't see any more data come from it until 2025. So 2 years
That's
from now.
how long it takes to get.
And
here.
then
Wow.
then it says the 2 Voyager spacecraft could remain in the range of Deep Space Network through about 2036, depending on how much power the power the spacecraft has to transmit signal back to Earth.
So through 2036,
We
we'll
could
be
still-
able to get messages from it. That's crazy. That's like 46 years of
Yeah.
transmissions from it. That's why, and it's flying. It's constantly moving.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
because
always
just-
getting further away
because
from us.
it had the thrust and then it stopped and it just keeps going. Just
Yeah,
'cause
it just goes and goes.
Could you
there's
imagine
nothing to stop it.
you're one of those aliens. It's a fucking like Futurama style ship that's flying.
Chooching
Do
around.
do 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 do, and then just crashes into the Voyager.
Gosh, you'd be so
The
pissed.
fuck was that?
Zach, will you look up to see like gas planets, right? Could you just pass through them?
No.
You,
It would destroy, like, because it's not like just gas.
but
Like,
that's,
it is gas, but it's like it's probably got like a core.
That's what I'm wondering.
But-
Though. Like that's what I want to know because they call them
wonder
gas
if we can-
planets, gas giants, right?
Maybe that's why they sent the girls there. Gas them out.
But I just don't quite understand what it means to be a
It wouldn't
gas
be
planet.
flyable through unscathed.
The extreme pressures and depth inside the planet could crush, melt, and vaporize spacecraft.
Oh,
as
I
it flies
guess it'd
through.
be like let's take a
Submarine.
a submarine to the bottom of the ocean and it would crush because of the pressure of the mass of everything around it.
It makes
just,
sense. It's like-
it's just confusing because they say it's a planet and you picture
Careful
so
with
solid.
those. Those are for
Solid.
Finder.
theoretically on the surface
No,
you could just
what?
stick your hand in
Right.
because
I
that's
said,
not going to have a ton of pressure.
Careful with those because those need to go on Feet Finder.
Well, I imagine if you
God.
could
Don't
get
give it
up
away
with
for
the-
free.
I
like-
still gotta do that.
I imagine if you could get like at a gas planet and not have the gravity just crush you instantly,
Yeah.
you could. If it didn't crush you instantly, I bet you could sink your hand in until you met the resistance of the rest of the weight. It's like
Yeah.
you imagine like, okay, let's say Earth was a gas planet, had the same gravity. We could
Right.
probably safely go
To the center.
6
of the
feet.
Earth.
No,
No.
6 feet down.
to the center.
6
what
feet
the
down.
fuck?
You would think 6 feet into the gas,
Yeah.
like
Probably even deeper than that.
but before, like, I'm not saying like before the pressure crushes you. I'm not saying before you just can't breathe, because I'm
Yeah.
assuming
You can't breathe.
at that
to
point you
begin with.
couldn't breathe. But yeah, you take all the factors, the death factors away, it would come to a point where it'd feel like you would have to dig.
Right.
The
Okay. All
gas
right.
planet. I don't think there's actual dirt on those. is
No,
there?
there's not, but that's it right there.
That's
it's
what we
just-
were checking
Yeah,
into.
I
there.
was like, it's just a condensation of actual gases, and
And liquid,
gases and liquid. Yeah.
gases
well,
and liquid.
gas is considered both a liquid and not a liquid.
No,
same
it's
thing.
not.
No, gas is a
Gas is a
vapor.
gas. Yeah, it's a gas.
A vapor.
Is gas.
It'd
Yeah,
be-
and
it
a
could be-
vapor is a form of liquid.
It could be
No.
condensed into a liquid.
Yeah.
Okay. In a weird way, we're saying the same thing.
No, we're
states,
not.
your states of no, we're not. We're not even close to saying the same things. Your states of matter,
Yeah,
Yeah.
or clearly
liquid.
say,
and solid.
yeah, clearly say, and plasma, but clearly say, plasma is a state of matter.
Yeah. No,
Is
you
it?
just threw a curveball at us. Don't do that.
Is it? Yes. Plasma is a state of matter.
Is it?
Yes.
I thought it. Look it up. I thought it was. It fell into the terms of the liquid.
We're making
That
do a
it feels
lot of
like it'd be.
research today.
It feels
Or
like,
I mean, I guess it depends on. I'm thinking of literal like
You know-
blood plasma for some reason, when I should be thinking of an energy.
right. This is
4 states of matter are observed in everyday life: solid, liquid, gas,
Plasma.
and plasma.
plasma.
It's weird because when you grow up, you don't hear about plasma.
Well, it's not super common. It's not something you can't make a plasma. Like, well, you have to have
Anything-
sciencely make one.
Yeah, I was like,
In a
I
lab,
think
in a
anything
lab.
that exists can be
You
made.
have to make it in a lab. Plasma is made in a lab.
You
This
have
is the
to
same thing as, like, plasma
sciencely
cutting.
Make it.
Sciencely make it. Science.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
fuck, we're all failing
This is-
science
this
class
is-
right now.
This is one of those episodes where we should
You
have
guys
done
went
the
to science
research
class?
leading up to it. Trevor, if you
Dude.
interrupt me again, I'm gonna go over there and fucking hit you
So-
finally for the
You know,
first time.
You say
You hit me with a
research.
fucking can. It's recorded already.
You say research, right?
It's true.
Yeah, we should have gone back to like, don't know.
Why would I research for the podcast when I didn't research in school?
Because
Well, you
this is,
failed
this
school,
is for
so this
fun.
is
No,
different.
I graduated,
So did I.
and I graduated from the normal school. You fucking criminal!
Hey, look here, bitch. I graduated
You
a year early,
are
so
a
you
criminal.
can suck my dick.
No, you went to the special school. That's why you graduated early.
It's not a special school.
Yeah, that's not how that works.
Okay, it's not okay.
Well, it's for tards.
No, it's not. It's just for the people
Honestly,
who
I
have
felt like-
personality challenges.
I was like, I felt like I
So-
learned more at that school than I did at the normal school.
And they actually have a better system for
Nope.
educating people.
Academics.
I don't know. I went there for summer school. It
So-
was
Okay.
pretty bullshit.
Yeah, because you had to
It's
go
'cause
there
you
for
were so
summer
fucking
school.
stupid, you had to go to summer school.
No.
Hey, I voluntarily
No,
went to
so they
summer
go
school,
like
okay?
block systems, or I don't know about every.
They
alternative.
did
That's
it.
how
They
it
did.
was.
The
That's
summer
how it
school
was
wasn't the
for me,
same way
too.
with the block system.
Yeah, so the block system is actually probably the best form of educating people.
Okay, we're not talking about education. We're talking about space,
Gases.
Yeah.
yeah.
space and science, bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Totally. Well, I mean, I guess. Did you guys hear? Did you guys hear that Bill Nye the Science Guy just got married?
Really?
And
Yeah.
what, like 90?
Yeah,
He's not that
Not
old.
old, dude.
I
He's
think
like
he's like
70.
70 something.
Yeah, 60, 70.
Yeah, I saw that last week. I was like,
Really?
I was like, you would think like Bill Nye the Science Guy would just be like a puss magnet.
Well, he probably
That's
was.
probably why he
probably,
didn't
probably
get
why he didn't get
married.
married until
He enjoyed
way-
himself. He's like, now I can
Dude.
settle
Oh
down.
yeah,
Every-
he
just-
had his
He's like that
fun.
woman who has
Dude,
15
could you-
kids and not a single real like same
Marriage.
baby.
Could
daddy.
you imagine him in bed just, Bill, Bill, Bill?
He's just got his own fucking theme song bumping in the
He
back.
fucking makes her sing the song and as
Sing
soon
my
as,
name.
It's
Dude.
like Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Every Comic Con that he goes to, just
he is
nerds,
fucking-
just nerds, just waiting to just make it wet,
Yeah.
dude. It's
I'll
you
allow
from
this because
elementary
it's
school.
science.
it is
Didn't
science.
didn't he quit because he was like dealing drugs and shit like that?
I think he just
Don't
quit because
know.
I think his show got canceled. Well, and he has a new show out, or did a couple of seasons or episodes of a new show.
He was
Did he
doing-
really?
just recently, didn't he?
It was just a YouTube show, but I
Oh.
mean,
I think he was just going around telling people they're fucking idiots.
he probably was doing
That's
that.
Because
Fine.
I remember seeing some clip. Some dude was like doing some sciencey thing. He's like, "You're a fucking idiot."
Some dude was
I
doing
wanna
some
see this.
sciencey thing.
I couldn't remember.
I-
I just remember
I don't
it
know,
was
I think
something
he did.
science based, and he was all like, "That's not how that works."
I loved Bill Nye the Science Guy.
I did too. It was a good
He was
show.
a very forward individual.
You know
it
what's
turns out.
funny
Yeah,
is
it's
there's
called
some people.
Bill Nye, or The End is Nigh,
The
it was
End is Now-
a-
it's a Netflix series.
Netflix series. Yeah,
Oh
Bum, bum,
no,
bum.
Peacock. On
Well,
August
I'm
25th.
looking at the Netflix trailer.
Oh, it says Bill is back. Is what fucking was on Netflix.
Anyway, back to you guys' space.
Anyway, yeah.
You guys, is space.
So
So, what I was trying to get at is that I guess you were saying the gas giant and stuff like that. I would say that a good like I don't even know where you would begin to consider where land is on the gas.
well, there would
Giant.
be no
There-
land.
Yeah.
Well, you were saying that you
There's
would
a
touch
point-
it and then you would feel it. You
Right,
would feel it the second you entered
you
it.
feel
but
the vapors.
Yeah,
It's like
well,
wind.
I would feel. I think it would be. Granted, all gas planets have gravity that is
Immense?
Would crush us before we got to the planet in the first place. But if it had the same gravity as we do, so like Earth was a gas planet, you would be able to enter the planet probably
yeah.
6-7 feet, maybe 10 feet
I sent you another
before
one,
it
Zach.
felt solid because of the gravity. Because obviously the gravity is going to get more and more and more until you're there, and it's just
like the
Yeah,
ocean.
I mean, I
implodes
guess
you.
because I was like, it depends on how you get to it. Because if like you were coming in straight from space, it'd be very different. It's because
sent me
then I
another
just
one?
imagine like when
I
you
did,
hit
didn't
water
I?
from a certain height, and then it immediately feels like you're hitting the ground, but in reality,
Try
you're not.
refreshing the page.
but
But yeah, no, I would say once you hit the liquid point
so
of the Earth, after a certain point, I would say it wouldn't be 6 feet. I'd say it'd be a lot further deep or
So
further
I-
down.
yeah,
Further
oh yeah,
deep.
for sure,
Jesus Christ.
further deep.
further down, you would start to feel that it was actually solid. I would say
Yeah.
probably around 50 feet.
And it probably wouldn't be solid. It would just
Feel it.
feel it because that's the gravity pushing from the other side.
But then again, we're going back to like the submarine thing. It's all this force coming at you from all directions, and that's how it would feel. And then you would just feel like you're getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
I'm still mad about that.
What?
The submarine thing.
Why?
What are you mad about?
Oh, how we fucked up
How
and
we
missed
fucked up.
25 minutes of it.
Oh yeah.
Stop
yeah.
it. We're past that. Move on. We're on episode 51.
Grow up, God
That
damn
was
it.
awful.
I know it was.
Anyway,
So
yeah.
I love space. It interests me highly. But you know what
Unless
I'm
you bring up
ter-
aliens.
So you know what I'm terrified of is the stuff that could fucking live out there that we don't even know about.
The extraterrestrials.
Because I refuse to believe we're the only ones.
Oh,
out there.
actually, so since we're talking
They're
about
as
space,
green as your
I was watching this video about all these astronomer dudes. They were like, so they're trying to tell people, they're like, hey, we actually proved that we're not the only ones out there. And the way they proved it is because they watch stars,
Yeah.
and then they were like, because that's what astronomers do, or is that what they are, astronomers? I would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're viewing the stars and all, collecting all the data on it, and then they're like, so you can see, like, you see it obviously, and these are the set of stars you can see.
Yeah.
And then they were like, randomly, sometimes when you're watching these, some stars just disappear. Like their light just stops, and they're like, there's no reason it should just stop or stop existing. So they're like, so something's going on, and they were
Something's passing in front of it.
no. What they were saying is that they think that it's because there's levels of civilization. We're still in level 1 of human civilization.
No way.
Yeah. They're saying we're early.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
way behind.
I guess if you take the whole,
We're not floating
Dyson
around
spheres.
yet.
You know what a Dyson sphere is?
No.
A Dyson sphere.
like,
is,
I know a Dyson vacuum.
a Dyson sphere is where you harness the power of the sun.
Oh.
Yeah. So a lot of contraptions get around the sun. You harness the power off that, and that's I think only the second form of life or like civilization is when you harness the power of
a star.
of the star, and then there's more after that. There's like 4 of them, 4 or 5.
And we're on number 1.
Where I'm number
And
we're
we're
actually
fucking
barely
losers.
considered on 1. We
It-
are barely on that.
We have solar power.
It takes a long time to get from.
From one to the other. I can't I need to look up the stages
you
of
okay?
Excuse us. Blake's allergic to bullshit.
I'm doing all right. I'm going to get the shot next week. Anyway, while he's looking that up,
Yeah.
this is just a fun one. This guy
4
sounds
stages.
smart.
Genus, growth, breakdown, and
What is the one fact about the universe that blows your mind the most?
There are a lot of things about the universe that I find it almost impossible to imagine. Well, actually impossible to imagine. One is just the size and scale of it. I mean, in the piece of the universe we can see, there are something like 2 trillion galaxies. We haven't counted them all, but that's an estimate based on.
Did you say we haven't
surveys of the
cancelled
local
them all?
universe.
We
2
can't see
trillion,
them all.
2,000
Alright, we
billion
can't see them all.
galaxies. And each galaxy is, let's say, around the size of the Milky Way. Some are bigger, some are smaller, but the Milky Way has 400 billion stars in it. It takes light over 100,000 years to cross a galaxy. And there are 2 trillion of them in the piece of the universe we can see. And we're very sure that that piece that we can see is a small bit of what may be an infinite universe beyond. We don't know, actually. And I always say, don't get worried about that, because nobody can picture it. It is impossible to visualize the scale of the universe.
God, that just
One fact about the
that
universe.
gives me like chills.
It would have set in a little bit better if Trevor had
shut the fuck
shut
up.
the fuck up the whole time.
Uh,
Did he say they canceled it? Yes, that's what they said.
That just
Trevor. They
Cancel.
That's just chilling to think about that.
Yeah, there's we
And
we
peop-
we can see 2 trillion. He said.
Yeah, and there's probably even more.
There's an estimate. That's an estimate. We can see 2 trillion. They're give or take the size of the Milky Way. Some are bigger, some are smaller. So we're like a nice average, right?
and it takes like 100,000 years to leave our galaxy.
just to pass through our galaxy, and there's that many. 100,000 years to
crazy.
travel that far at the speed of light.
Well, and galaxies are moving too. So actually, did you hear about how like the Milky Way is supposed to crash into another one?
Yeah, I've heard about that.
That's not gonna happen.
Not in our
it will-
lifetime.
It will. It will happen. And
Because it happens all the time, I guess. They have photos of them, like actual galaxies smashing into
Watch,
each
we're
other.
gonna be like, yeah, we're finding the civilization 4.
Right. So,
Done.
and there that doesn't even necessarily mean like the Earth and the Sun will collide with something else, but
We just might get a bigger galaxy out of it.
yeah. Well,
More
I mean,
planets.
gravitational pull would change things, and there's a lot of factors to consider. But
Well, we
we're
could
not
still-
gonna have to worry about it.
I feel like we would still die. Like if we were alive and that happened.
don't know.
Because
I
of
don't
the way the gravity would change, it might push us far. We have to be
Within
where
a
we're
sun.
at from our sun. If not, we're dead.
yeah. Well, and that's where the civilization thing kicks in. There's only 3 stages, by the way. There's only 3 types. Type 1 civilization is able to access all the energy available on its planet
Which we
and
haven't.
store it for a consumption. Hypothetically, no one gives a fuck about that. The second type of civilization can directly consume the energy of a star, and the third is to capture all the energy emitted by its galaxy.
Well, we have solar power, so we're type 2.
No,
I don't think that counts.
not even close.
But that's the thing. This is all hypothetical.
Hypothetical.
Yeah.
But the fact is that the U.S. and Russia have both that I've heard of. I'm pretty sure Germany's done it too. All of them have looked into how to make ways to actually harness the power of the sun and shit.
If we could do that, that would solve everything.
Well,
all power
basically.
issues.
but here's the thing: is I've looked into a lot of things about this, and I've found out that we would, as a civilization, we'd probably be a shit ton further if we didn't have big industry in the way.
Well, yeah, that's gonna.
You know, when
we're
we-
gonna get in our own way with a lot of things. I think any civilization that advances is gonna have power dynamics that are gonna get in the way of
Yeah.
itself.
Agreed.
You know, greed
Is just
is gonna hamper anything.
Yeah.
You know, until you get to the point in a civilization where there's like no monetary system, no money, no trade. It's just like kind of like what would you call it? Like a utopia of like
Right.
where everybody has everything that they need.
No
But-
one wants and no one needs.
Yeah, it which is theoretical.
Which
That's
is
like a
crazy.
heaven, you know.
But you see, that's where you'd hit the hiccup is
That's what
because you
Stalin
have
wanted.
to want
Hey,
to
Gavin,
progress forward.
what's Trevor looking at that's so important?
He's looking at
Vehicles.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's not
We need to
ADHD.
start.
You're gonna
we
buy-
need to
you're gonna
start
buy-
putting-
are you gonna buy
we
it
need to
for
start
work?
putting his fucking
it's
phone into one of those Yoder bags,
a lockbox kind
yonder
of thing.
bags or whatever they're called. Yeah.
So
He like gets here and we like take it away,
yeah,
and his gum too.
I just go
It's
like
gum.
this, and then I'm like,
What's that?
He has
phone?
2 of them.
Oh yeah, I forgot. He's got 2 phones now. That's like the worst.
well,
thing he
and
could
here's the thing,
possibly have.
Trevor. That's the dumbest shit ever. You're like, I'm only gonna take one of the 2 phones that I know you have. Am I fucking retarded? I'm not your kids. I'm not gonna be like, damn it, I didn't think I had a tablet.
Do you guys?
I do have a
Do you guys
tablet.
see that Instagram reel I sent you on Messenger earlier?
You sent me. I have not watched it yet.
Oh,
Zach
wait.
doesn't give a fuck. He likes to send things. He doesn't like to watch anyone
I don't
else's
send
stuff.
videos on TikTok
Dude,
either.
that shit was funny.
I
it was so
save and
spot
share
on.
them for the podcast, but
I just saw that.
and then
on
another reason
Instagram.
another reason I don't look at the stuff you guys send me is because if we're gonna watch it during the podcast, I kind of want to be surprised.
I just send you shit because I care.
Okay, I watched some of yours, and I'm like, okay, this one was stupid. Like it was about like D&D
Wow.
or something. I was like, wow, I don't.
I
Really
only
care.
send you top tier funny shit.
I was like, honestly,
You
I can't
gotta
even
admit.
remember what I sent you. Here,
But I'll be
pull-
at work.
Pull mine up. I
I'll-
want to see what I sent you.
I'll be at work. Hold on. I'll be at work, and Gavin will send me one, and I'm like, okay. And then 2 minutes later, he'll send me another one, and I have my earbuds in, so it's like, you received a message from Gavin Park on TikTok. Fuck off,
Dude.
It's, like, it's getting to the part of my song or this podcast I'm listening to where I'm like, awesome.
Dude, Gavin sent me 12 in 1 minute one time.
No, I didn't.
I'm not even kidding.
No
I had
way.
at a certain point, I was like, he's fucking with me. I was driving. I thought you were messing with me. I was driving.
There's
and it
times
just
I
kept
am.
going off, and it was seriously. I counted 12 in 1 minute.
Oh yeah.
Is this space related?
No,
No.
because I sent this to him.
I
I
almost
think.
feel like we need to do more research and revisit this because now we're just like sending videos about it. Like,
Did you wash your ass today?
all right, Mike. That is funny, but
All right. I'd watch the one on Instagram Reels, but I don't have it really set up to
do that.
because I don't know where it would be at on the screen.
oh yeah, it's just
So.
on Messenger. But
On-
it's
it-
from Reels. But
Yeah,
yeah,
so I'd have to. Maybe I should add that.
Have you
to
seen
the
the
Sometimes
terms
I
and
go-
conditions on Reels?
dude, it's
Dude,
on
I-
all that shit.
No. So like,
I
I was
wa-
watching this video. This dude explaining it. He's like, you have to give them your personal medical information.
What?
What?
No, you don't.
That's what he was saying. I was like, there's no fucking
No
way.
way.
I never
No
did that.
way.
But at the same
No
time,
way.
then I stopped and
No
thought about it. I was all
way.
like, how often do we read the terms and conditions?
Never.
We talked about
Never.
this in the last.
We talked
podcast,
about
too.
this.
But then, like, when you actually look at it, because there was what was Facebook that did it first, and I guess Instagram is fucking Facebook now. But it was before this,
Meta.
and
Meta.
it was before the meta shit. But anyway, like when everyone's like, "Whoa, this thing's trying to get my contact information now for some reason," and then we were all pissed about that. We were like, "That's weird. I think it's weird."
And now it's just fucking normal.
Now it's normal in the access to your camera roll, but when you read the actual terms and conditions of accessing your camera roll, is that they look at your camera roll, like what's in it. And you just thought that, oh, this
Memes.
gives them the ability for me to send
Boobs.
and shit like that. And they're like, no, we're also reading into what you got going on. in
it's
there."
for personalized ads.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's what they tell you. But in reality, they're like, nice titties.
No, it's really about
No,
I
that's what
guarant-
Zuckerberg got in trouble for.
for titties.
Yeah, because he had a fucking shit ton of everyone's personal nudes.
He got in trouble for that?
Yes!
No, he didn't. That court
Because
session
he-
was not for that. That court session was because people were worried. It was the exact same thing. Zuckerberg went to court for the exact same reason the CEO of TikTok went to court, because people were afraid you're going to use this information to fuck up our kids or do some stupid shit. And then,
Zuckerberg lost his case.
yeah, but here's the stupid part. Then Zuckerberg got inside their fucking pockets, and so they're like, okay, we're going to go after TikTok instead now for the I shit you not, the exact same reason.
Yeah, no, he was violating people's privacy. He was releasing personal information about them from their messengers and from their personal phone data usage.
I still want
So
this
he was taking photos
You still
from
want
their
his
personal
phone?
phones. He was taking all sorts of shit and giving it away.
you know,
Or selling it, I guess, is the
still-
best way to put
I
it.
still want to see Zuckerberg get his dick beat in by Musk.
That sounded so provocative.
Dude, after I was listening to more about it, I was listening to Brendan Schaub?
Yeah,
Yeah. Dude, he's got Zuck all
I
day.
think Zuck's got
Really?
it. Honestly,
Yeah.
the training Zuck has. But
Yeah, but we haven't really seen it though. We don't know how
I-
advanced
yeah,
he really
I-
is. He could have just a bunch of yes men around him, telling him how awesome he is. They were talking about like how trainers with celebrities in particular
Are-
like they'll go in there and they'll be like, "Man, fuck,
He's the
They
best.
always tell you,
Wait.
if I would have got a hold of you when you were
Yeah.
18 years old, man, you'd be
Are you saying that Steven Seagal isn't a badass?
no Steven Seagal 100% is.
Yeah, I know.
Seagull.
Seagal.
It sounded like you said seagull.
Yeah,
I thought you were telling me Seagull, like you
you're
pronounce it
only
that way.
half paying.
I kind of
attention,
heard
though.
what he's. I also kind of heard.
What vehicle are you looking at?
No, he's looking at other people. He's looking at, I think, his
I was
girlfriend.
on Facebook.
Huh?
No, my
Yeah.
ADHD is really bad right now.
Well, then join the conversation.
Yeah. Come into it.
Oh.
You
Oh.
don't want to join the conversation
I'm
in a
joining.
podcast.
Hey, how about this, Trevor?
I'm
Since this
joining.
conversation isn't your
It's-
cup of
it's-
tea,
No, it's just
why
called,
don't you give us your fucking?
No, it's just called. It's called
Conversation.
disassociation or whatever the fuck it is.
No, that's exactly what it's called, disassociation.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just
It's not that
addiction
I'm not
to your phone.
interested, nor an addiction to my phone.
Oh,
It's just-
really? Convince me of that.
Really?
Fuck. I need to write this down so I can be like, well, it's
It's an addiction.
Hey, do we want to
Yes.
talk? Do we want to talk about what happened before the podcast started this week?
oh yeah, dude.
Because my finger is just like on fire
These
right
three
now.
guys
Zach
were
got wrecked
chasing
by a
around some
pussy.
I did.
Pussy.
Pussy
That
with
pussy
teeth and claws.
wrecked me. So
Those things are
like,
called
do you wanna-
Wamachaws.
I mean, it was your pussy.
Yeah, I'll talk about it. So me and my wife have had several
Many
kittens
pussies.
born on our property this year. It's happened for several years in a row now. Kittens are born, stray cats. Kind of
around the
watch over them for a
whorehouse.
little bit. Try and find them a home if we can. If not, they usually take off and go do their own thing at some point. But one of my wife's friends wants one of the kittens that's out there, but they're not really so much kittens anymore. They're kind of teenage cats, if you will. And she assigned me and Zach and Gavin to go out.
Try to sign Trevor. His was like, nah, man.
Right.
No, wasn't gonna happen.
And I volunteered.
Yeah.
There's already video of my fat ass running. We don't.
We don't need any more plumber's crack and other
Right.
crap.
And so we went out there to try and catch one of these teenage, fast ass, super agile kittens, which I didn't think was really going to be possible. But then at some point, we kind of cornered it in the garage, left a small gap in the door. My wife stood outside of the door. We sent the cow running out there. She caught it, and that thing scratched the living piss out of her.
Bitter.
And then actually leading up to that, though, Zach was under the table trying to catch it, kind of got his hand on it, and it bit the living shit
No,
out
Oh
of
no,
him.
no! It bit me when your wife had it because
because you
I
tried
went
to grab it.
I went to go in there to try and be like, get off! Don't fuck! 'Cause it was fucking blood was just like
Yeah, you tried to grab
pouring
it.
from her, and so I tried to grab it, and it turned, and it
chain-
bit my finger, and
Yeah.
it bit and drugs, and so it sliced my finger with its teeth.
Yeah, so both Zach and my wife got cut up pretty bad from this cat.
Your wife
which
got it
was
way
kind
worse.
of she got it way
Like
worse.
I got
but
the
tip of your
the,
finger.
the biting. I got the worst of the biting. Her entire for her, it's up like on her forearm up to the tops of her hands, just fucking claw marks.
You guys should have took a towel with you and just wrapped
Okay,
it
you
in
know
a
what?
fucking towel.
The thing is, the cat didn't want to be caught at all. So the towel would have protected you momentarily, but what we learned from that is that cat's just feral now. It's too old. It's been
Yeah.
out there too long. I kind of knew that already. So I was my heart was only half in it to catch this fucking cat because like I knew what was going to happen. You're going to get a hold of it. It's going to fuck you up,
right?
which it did.
And the plan we made, excellent plan for capture. Should have thought about what happens after we catch it. Your wife's out there in her shorts and a tank top,
Yeah.
so that's perfect, and no gloves. That is perfect feral cat capturing.
You had no gloves either.
Oh no, I'm saying that's perfect. The perfect kind of attire to wear when you're capturing a cat. And if you don't catch my sarcasm, it's because, well, I'm not using it because it's just obvious that that's not the best idea. We were more caught up in how to catch it, not what happens afterwards.
Yeah.
And
You got got.
I got good, and it hurts.
Yeah, they got. I mean, we put Neosporin on it, some Band-Aids. Like they were cut up and bleeding.
Yeah.
And for your
Yeah,
wife, there's
Zach
not.
has
And for
cat
your wife,
feline
there's no like the bite she can bandage. All those
Scratches.
claw marks.
Yeah.
She'll have to wrap her entire hand if she wants to cover them up.
No, I wanted
'Cause they're
nothing
like-
to do with picking that cat out.
And it was like I bet she got some on her leg too because it was like wrapped around her hand, and she went to like
Yeah.
go like that. And I bet it got her leg too. I didn't see
Isn't
that,
it
though.
so funny when you start to like panic react? You do.
But the thing
stupid
was, is
shit.
Yeah.
and she was trying to let go of it at that point,
And it was just sunk in.
but it was just like no.
It was scared.
And it finally, when I went in to like
Grab it.
grab it, I went to grab it at its neck, and that's when it turned, got me, and then the only reason it ripped is because I went, ow.
Oh, you panicked and pulled back and
I know I didn't panic. Ow, that hurt.
pulled back. You reacted. I meant not
Yeah.
panicked. You reacted, and then that's what ripped it rather than just a sunken.
Yeah,
It would
That's
have gotten
crazy.
worse if you'd have just hung out. So
I don't think it would have.
I think you would
You know,
have.
No, I think it would've-
ripping is a bad idea.
I think
No,
it
I
would have
think
just
the-
bit and I think it would have bit, let go and bit again. It would have just been puncture marks instead of like a fucking slice. And it's down the entire top of my finger here.
I'd rather dumb what you did, because I feel like it would have gotten you pretty good. It wouldn't have been just one, and you'd have what Amanda has now. You know, it would have
Yeah.
it would have gotten
Yeah.
worse
It
as
would've flipped
seconds
around.
gone by.
And then it was gone.
Well, yeah,
It was.
wasn't gonna hang out with the
Like, fuck you
attackers.
guys, I'm going home.
Yes. So either way, kind of did catch the little bastard, but it wasn't worth.
It wasn't a.
It wasn't worth trying to keep. You know,
Yeah.
it's just
And now I
The
think
reward
it
wasn't as
will-
fruitful as you thought it was gonna
So
be.
you have several other cats out there that will come up to people,
yeah.
and you can pet them and everything.
And I don't know why they don't take those.
And
See,
the
and-
other black one might turn that way. That one we tried to catch, I bet you it will never.
Yeah, we've now fucked that one up. The other ones out there, like I basically raised them from birth. I fed them, took care of them. You know, once they were weaned from their own mothers, you know,
But
teat.
the weird part is cats usually take after their parent,
Yeah,
and so
Their
you would-
mother
it-
was never around. What are you talking about?
Well, all the other cats there, like in its colony, that's exactly what he has out there is a cat colony.
basically, yeah.
They would see all these other cats interacting positively with humans. The reason why cats go feral is because they don't have interaction with humans,
Yeah.
and they are taught by their parent
I
to
w-
fear humans.
I always felt that eventually these younger ones would eventually like warm up to me because it takes time with them, you know, like the other ones took time. The crazy part is about the 4 out there that I take care of and have no issue with humans now is their mom. I actually converted. She was feral.
Yeah,
And then I
the
started putting,
mom,
Yeah.
the mom of
The
the
original.
grandma.
Yeah, the original.
The
and
grandma.
I started putting food out, started like being nice to her, and over the course of months and months and months, she'd let me like pet her and stuff and like even maybe pick her up. And so like that was the crazy one, was the one that was converted from feral to basically docile. These ones not that crazy. Time just worked its magic, you know.
I don't know.
But anyway, Zach and Amanda took a licking from that cat, so that's all.
Yep.
That's all pretty much over with at this point. I gotta take a little break.
I can't fucking breathe.
At an hour. What?
Oh, your allergies?
Yeah.
You and
Oh, you
Blake,
too?
man.
God, you guys. You guys are so.
Hey, you remember that
inferior.
shit you were talking about? You're like, oh, I don't need glasses. I'm superior. Blah blah blah. I can walk outside and not die from the fucking pollen in the air.
Oh, it feels so good to breathe like a
Yeah,
human.
take that.
God, Trevor, that sentence.
talk about-
is awful.
I'm confused. Glasses? What are you talking about?
You don't
Glasses?
remember that? Like back in like the beginning of the podcast.
I wear glasses.
You were talking shit about like I don't need glasses and stuff like that. And then it is
Why
funny.
would I say that? I have glasses.
I don't.
He
I don't
wears
think
them
you're
every night.
remembering this right at all.
I do. I think I do.
Or was
I
it
don't
me?
think you.
Was
I
it
don't
Actually, I
you?
think all of
are.
it. I think all of us wear glasses.
Yeah, I was like, I think.
I just don't wear mine.
Yeah, why would I make fun of you for glasses when I myself have worn glasses for 17 years?
I don't know. I remember it was me and you fighting about it.
He's
or
just
some
Yeah.
trying
shit.
to start.
I
that-
think maybe it was you were just trying to start shit with me back then, and it just came to me, and I was like, "Fuck you."
Yeah, I definitely didn't make fun of your glasses. I'm
The
pretty
fucking
sure.
four
It
eyes.
took, it
Yeah.
took fucking.
Well, no,
that
he's just
long.
all like, "Oh man, inferior," and I was
Yeah,
like, "What the
inferior.
fuck?"
There's tons I could make fun of you for that aren't something that I do.
He's like,
Tons.
"Or need."
You know, like truck he just bought and stuff. Anyway,
I gotta find that video now.
The truck video.
It made me laugh so hard, and only because it was reminding me of you, and not because you're like all about Dodges,
No, I'm not.
but it was just because you had just bought that Dodge.
Well, yeah, and like
Or
I
a
said,
Ram.
when you
Ram, or is it a Dodge? Or
you
was
know,
it-
honestly, when you it's a pain in the ass anyway when you go to get parts and shit like that. They're all like, "Is it a Dodge Ram or is it a Ram?" I'm like, "They're the same thing.
This is
The
it right
difference
here.
is
Oh, you found
one
it.
company went under
This is it right.
and came back as Ram."
No,
No, they're
no,
all
or
they're all
did-
Chrysler.
The reason why they rebranded is because they want a Dodge for the cars, Ram for the trucks.
Is that what they did?
They didn't go under. They just
All right,
took
here you go.
Dodge out and put Ram.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it's-
but
it's
my
still
point still stands.
it's still
that they're the same
Chrysler.
fucking thing.
It's still Chrysler.
It's still a Chrysler product.
Yeah.
All right, here you go.
Here and help me co-sign for this all-black Dodge Ram. Seriously,
The
I
video's not
need
on.
this all-black Dodge Ram. I see 6 or 7 of these things to and from work every single day, which makes me think everybody wants one, which makes me feel like I need one. Guys like me drive these all-black Dodge Rams. Next time you see one going down the street, check inside to see who's driving it. Same shirt, same hat, same glasses, so you know these trucks are clutch.
They're
I'm just saying this because I know guys got an all-black Dodge Ram.
Jesus.
I heard there's like a secret society for all-black Dodge Ram owners. Seriously, I heard they drive up and down the street like all waving to all the other all-black Dodge
like
Rams,
fucking
throwing
Jeeps.
up devil horns to all the all-black Dodge Rams.
All-black
Every single time one drives by now, I'm like, hey, all-black Dodge Ram, all-black Dodge Ram. And they're like, no, you don't have one. And I'm like, I know, I need one. No. Next time you see an all-black Dodge Ram, be like, hey, let me in, all-black Dodge Ram, all-black Dodge Ram.
I'm gonna start
Maybe
doing
they'll
that at
let you
work.
in. I don't know how to get
Because
one of these.
that's
They're
and
too
I
tight.
drive.
They can't keep them on the lots. Probably because like I see these things and I know everyone's like got like a ton of money because I'll see like an all-black Dodge Ram and I'm like, guarantee you they have a matching boat. And you always see all-black Dodge Rams like parked
All-black
outside of really nice stores like Target or like Lone Star Steakhouse.
Like Target.
Which
Lone
just tells
Star.
me that they love good food and like all-black Dodge Ram owners must have a lot of money.
Money.
Owners wearing like really nice like golf polos, so that means that you can drive all-black Dodge Rams to weddings. They're perfect trucks. All-black Dodge Rams, you can do anything in them. All-black
just
Dodge
keep
Rams,
saying it.
they're Baja ready. I've seen guys with lift kits be like, yeah, but it's not an all-black Dodge Ram, and I'm like, I know, I'm trying to get one. I'm
trying to get
right now.
one.
I heard cops love all-black Dodge Rams, and they'll never pull you over in an all-black Dodge Ram because they're intimidated by all-black Dodge Rams. I get it, dude. Some of them have, like, tight nicknames. My buddy's all-black Dodge Ram, he nicknamed it the Intimidator for Earnhardt. You know what I'd name mine? All-black Dodge Ram? You know what I'd name mine? Seriously, if I had an all-black Dodge Ram, I'd name it the Dark Knight. How tight is that? And seriously, girls drive all-black Dodge Rams, and they're always the type of girls who look like they'll fight anyone. These trucks protect people. I need an all-black Dodge Ram.
An all-black Dodge
I'm just
Ram.
gonna say this right now. I heard if you have an all-black Dodge Ram, your dad's proud of you.
Oh my god.
Please, somebody, anybody. I need 8-9 co-signers so that I can buy this all-black Dodge Ram.
All-black
If you buy an all-black Dodge Ram, your life becomes clutch.
Close.
Hey, can someone
You
call-
said
Clutch.
it twice. God damn. That's hilarious.
Dude.
All-black Dodge Ram.
Isn't yours
That's the thing.
blue?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
it
okay.
was the fact it's not an all-black Dodge Ram.
Yeah.
It's not
That's
an
the re-
all-black
I get-
Dodge Ram.
You know what's
It's
funny
'cause you
though,
just
is I was
bought the
thinking about
Ram,
painting
that's-
it.
They
What-
have
what
a lot
color?
of- you're thinking about painting it, really?
Yeah.
That
What
cost
color?
you like $5,000, wouldn't it?
No, you just
What
do
color?
it yourself.
Oh, see,
All
oh,
black?
so you want it to be all shitty.
It's gonna be something. First off, no.
I wouldn't
You
do
just-
paint.
Huh?
I wouldn't do paint.
Painting is not hard.
Yeah.
No, the reason I wouldn't do paint is because
You're thinking of
vinyl wrapping is cheaper.
Oh yeah,
and
he's
it's
right.
not hard to do.
It's harder than painting.
It is so hard to do.
I'm sorry, vinyl wrapping is so much harder than painting.
No.
Done both of them. Painting
and
is
I've
so
never
much
done
easier.
vinyl, but I've watched people do it, and I'm like, it's
And vinyl you can fuck
It
up
does not
very
seem
easily.
easy
can.
at all.
You
Yeah.
fuck up very easily, and there goes a whole fucking quarter panel worth of that shit.
I've done vinyl wrapping. It's not hard if you know what you're doing.
No,
Okay,
it-
What
see?
did you do vinyl wrapping on?
I've done.
You see that red
desks.
fucking GM out there? It's not out there, but
What did you do?
did you do it on your Grand Am?
No, I,
Then
di- I
I
didn't.
was just making
I was.
jokes,
I
but-
didn't vinyl wrap that.
I know.
Plasti dipped it.
Yeah,
No,
what did you
it's-
vinyl wrap?
I've done desks. I've done quarter panels. I've done all sorts of stuff.
Have you ever done
Was
a whole
the quarter
car?
panel actually attached to the vehicle?
See,
No,
the
I
difference
pull it
is
off.
You pulled it off. Okay.
Yeah.
the difference is a desk is one flat surface.
Okay, I did a quarter panel for a vehicle.
Just one quarter panel, though?
Yeah, I pulled because it was already wrapped, so I just was re-wrapping it to the same thing.
Right,
Okay.
but see that's where the quarter panels are the easy parts. Then you get to the doors where the doors have like that
body lines.
Yeah,
and
that's
Body
what you
lines
use a
and
heat
stuff.
gun for.
Yeah,
Right, but it
quarter
is
panels
hard.
have those lines too.
it
but
is.
it depends on the
But
vehicle.
you know how
But the thing about paint, though, is there's a lot of things that you can mess up. With
Yeah.
vinyl wrapping, yes, you can mess it up, but there's more of it. If with paint, if you fuck it up, you've got to sand it all down and start from from the
Well,
bottom.
That's my problem to begin with. Is like paint's in pretty good shape, right?
There's spots and shit like that that
Okay.
I don't.
But I mean, to strip and sand that whole thing, and then to paint that
I'd
whole
fucking
thing.
Rhino line it.
I was gonna say, I bet Trevor's the guy that would rhino line a whole truck.
it would be black. It would be an all black
It'd be
Dodge
all
Ram.
black Dodge Ram,
The
vinyl
whole
line.
thing, dude, that would make your truck fucking heavy.
Dude, yeah.
Rhino lining
God,
isn't
I wish
that
I would have
heavy.
said it
It's
now.
not that heavy.
Fuck.
Rhino
texture.
lining is literally just paint
Oh, it
at
just,
that point. It's
It's
got
a
like texture.
rubberized, yeah.
It's got
No.
texture in it.
I don't know, man.
There are a
It
few
just-
things. There are very few. Like
I just it
okay.
was
It
one of
just-
those things when you get a new vehicle. I have this like, if I don't like gut it and clean it my way, then
it needs to be done your way.
It has to be done my way.
Yeah.
I don't care if I bought it off the fucking lot, brand fucking new. I want to make sure that it's actually clean.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna end up vinyl wrapping my car.
So what?
You know what? If you
What
vinyl
color?
wrap your car, you show me
I
how it's
wouldn't.
done, and I'll
wouldn't.
go. I might go your way.
I
That
thought
col-
you really
your-
liked
the-
the way that it looked.
I'm gonna say, and the color of your car is.
The
I like
paint's
that color.
fucked.
Oh yeah, it's got some
Is
pink
it-
spots on it.
Is it chipping? Because that's what my
Someone
my
went
bitch is.
around
It's-
with fucking nail polish, and every little spot that was not like had like a rock chip, they went. Deep,
Genius.
deep, deep,
It's to
deep,
keep it
deep.
from rusting. That's actually not a dumb
Yeah,
idea.
but it's still
it's
I hate it.
yeah, it's not beautiful,
like it.
but your car is fucking as old as
It's
you
okay,
are.
so-
So
You know that
It is not.
that Broncos emblem I have on the
oh,
back of my
I'm
car.
sorry. You're like what 5 years older?
No, it's an 07.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
really?
you know that Broncos emblem on the back of my car.
Yeah.
It's just like a badging, like a car badge.
Yeah.
It was chrome and everything, and I took the dealer chrome badge off because I was like, fuck that, and put the Broncos one because I'm like, I don't want to advertise for that dealership.
Mm-hmm.
Not because I don't like them, just because
I hate.
I don't
advertising for
fucking.
people.
If I run your thing, you better give me a really good fucking rate on your vehicle
Right.
or a really good
well,
deal
yeah,
on it.
you're sponsoring them basically.
At that point, yeah. So that's why I take them off. And I put that Broncos badge on there, and it was a cheap one, and so the chrome eventually just went away. So I was like, huh. Well, I got up some silver nail polish and painted it,
Yeah.
and it looks awful.
Yeah,
But-
well, it's because
but
you use nail polish.
right up front, it looks awful, but from a distance, it just looks like a Broncos badge.
You
So
could have
awful.
just taped
So-
it and sprayed it, and it would have
Well,
been.
also, it should be
infinitely
just a
better.
fucking sticker. Isn't it just a
I
sticker?
know. But I just don't want to buy another one and put another one on.
You don't.
I feel like
You don't have
anyway.
to. You can shave your emblems.
What?
Yeah, you know,
Just scrape
pull
it off. Yeah, that's what he's telling you. Just
No,
like,
oh, the reason I put it on there and I'm not taking it off is because there's when they
Installed
before I had that car, someone must have scraped off an emblem and
dinked it.
dinked it right into the clear coat, and it's a big scratch about that big. So the emblem was covering up that.
Well, you can go to like AutoZone and get one of those paint pens.
I can just use black nail polish.
Those paint pins are actually pretty badass.
Yeah, because you
I'm not-
give them the
I'm
VIN
not
of your
worried about it.
vehicle,
I'm not worried
and they
about
will give you the exact
Color.
It's fucking awesome.
And
why don't
that's
you
the
just
same
do that
thing.
then, Trevor?
You color your car.
It's like it's not a
I don't
terrible
wanna have to
idea
sit
when
there
you got a car that you actually want to keep in some kind of great condition, or at least you don't want like the rust to spread through your ride.
It's not gonna get rust or anything because it's completely covered by that emblem. So I'm not too worried about it.
That's what he was referring to.
Yeah,
But the wrapping your car, okay, wrapping your truck. I painted. I didn't fully paint it myself, but my buddy Ryan and I, he had a 4Runner, and we sanded that entire thing down and
Spray
painted it. And it was we used he used a Lambo green with yellow what is it called?
Like the pearlescent. paint or
Pearlescent
something.
yellow. Oh, it was I think I got it.
you feel proud of it.
Oh, dude! And then he rhino lined the
bottom
bottom halves of the doors and stuff.
That's what I
And then
did
he
with my
made
Montero.
a roof rack, big roof rack out of conduit, and that's rhino lined. And then he got 4 big ass spotlights that are
like
a
the
million.
KC lights.
Yeah, I don't think they're KC. It was Light Force brand.
There you go.
Oh, cheapy.
Light Force is expensive, but they were
It depends on the
each
thing
light.
you're buying
Each
from
light,
each brand,
he had 4
really.
of them, right? And each light was 1,000,000 lumens.
1 million?
Yeah,
I was like,
maybe 1,000,000 candle power.
okay. 1 million
Lumens is a lot. Yeah.
I think the
Lumens are a
brightest fucking light is
Most
what?
LEDs
but-
are like 5,000, 10,000 lumens.
Yeah.
It was what does 1,000,000 candle power convert into?
Look it up. You have the power of the computer.
lumens.
Blake, you've been
But
trying to say
he had
something for
4 of them.
a while now.
Dad fucking gave up.
Dude, I love this. He just
how I
keeps cutting you
normally
off
feel.
left and right. It's nice.
So much. And it's always for nothing, too.
Oh yeah. But what'd you want to say?
I don't remember.
You're
Oh,
like,
I was going to say, like, I've got an old truck, right? Mine's a 95 GMC.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's an appropriate truck to rhino line the whole thing.
Yeah.
I would say so.
I feel like most trucks are not
250.
appropriate to do that.
So
No,
250
I would have
lumens.
to-
It just adds kind of a
Each light's
trash
4 of them.
level to it.
That's kind of shit.
Yeah. Well, and I think like it really depends on the brand
Yeah.
as well as the age of a vehicle, because at like a certain point you're like, oh, you're from the 90s. Yeah, your body frame probably needs this more than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because like a truck like yours and mine, where they're so old, like the paint on my truck's fucked.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, who cares?
And at that point, rhino lining it will at least
protect it.
protect it.
Preserve it, really.
You can do more shit and you make it look somewhat nice again.
Yeah.
Presentable.
But like Gavin's truck would look like
Shit.
total trash if he did it.
Yeah. Well, that's why I don't want to.
Yeah, exactly. Because it would look white trash as shit, too.
But I would recommend doing the lower portion rhino lined. So get the bottom, the undercarriage rhino lined, and then the bottom like 6 inches rhino lined. Because then
Yeah.
that at least protects you if you go off road. It helps you with salt, like
Yeah.
a lot of stuff.
Well, and that's the thing is like, because that's a huge thing between here and Utah is that we like to salt our fucking roads, and that shit just
unless you're Rexburg and they
eats.
use fucking sand.
I thought they were using what is that shit? It's like potato starch. Or it was like starch. They were using starch for a hot ass minute.
Wouldn't that just
We
make
just
like
constantly-
mashed potatoes on the road?
No, it's a weird chemical thing they have going on. But like, I remember one year it was just I was like, what the fuck is stuck to my car, because it was just like kicking up white all over my ride, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And they're like, they starched. It's like a starch
there
they
you
were
go.
using, and it's like to replace salts because salts eat up cars. And
Yeah,
they're like-
it's not a good idea to have.
That's the what we painted that Forerunner Ike.
Yeah,
That's the
not
exact
bad.
Forerunner. That was before the lights came in. We were getting ready to turn it into a Moab vehicle. We were gonna do a.
You gonna show everyone else, or are you just gonna show us?
I guess I can show everyone.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry that I think about our fucking the people who watch. I was gonna say our fans, but I'm like, that might be aggressive to call them fans.
No, they can't really see it. Look at that.
Good enough.
Good enough.
Work hard.
But we we're trying to. We were gonna do a solid axle conversion on it and put a.
Holy fuck, a solid axle conversion.
It's
Yeah.
not that hard. You just take it from like an older Toyota.
Yeah. We're gonna take it from a. Not Forerunner, the Tacoma.
Yeah, so Toyota.
Because I mean Tacoma and the
Well,
Forerunner
it'd
pretty much
be
the same
like
thing.
a T100 or something
Yeah.
like that.
But then we were
think
gonna
it'd be like
So we were
that
gonna do that,
easy
and then we were gonna
necessarily.
do,
It is. It's just a drop.
It's 4-link.
and then we were gonna do a 350 in it.
When you start working on vehicles, you
Oh,
guys
sorry,
realize how stupid easy it is when you like actually know what you're doing.
No,
Like a
it's not
Chevy
like
350?
380 stroker, sorry,
Oh.
383 stroker,
not
a
like-
Chevy engine in it.
Because if it's a stroker, yeah, you'd stroke a 350 to it.
Yeah, you would
To a 380.
stroke a fucking
To a 380, right?
350.
Yeah,
But so that's what we were gonna put
you
in it
make the
because
bore size bigger.
Anyway,
that's what we're gonna do with that. But
I would have kept a little 4-banger and just geared it low. My buddy had
well, no, because we wanted power and we want to take it to Moab and everything. We had the plans to do it. We had the money.
Don't necessarily need power when it comes
We
to
wanted
Moab.
the power though, and dude, but even at that putting that thing in 4 low, it could get anywhere. That 4Runner could get anywhere in 4 low.
I was like
we're up on top of a mountain right there. It was on an incline like that, and we came up on it.
I've spent a lot of time in Moab. The majority of the time, like you want it geared lower. Yes, you do want power for those tough parts where you need to bump up a rock.
Yeah,
But gearing is a very, very big thing in Moab.
yeah, but we had the money at the time, but then we both got laid off from the oil field. So there
Preserve
went
your
the
cash.
because we were having so much money coming in. We're like, fuck yeah, we're doing this.
Right.
And I mean, I was helping here and there, like $100 here, $100 there. But I mean, it was his vehicle, so he was like, he bought all the paint. I mean, we spent, I think, 4 months painting it just because.
Oh, because of work.
Because of work, and I
I
was
was
out
like,
for 20
God
days.
damn,
at a
you
time.
guys suck at
Well, then
painting.
I was out at 20 days for a time, and he was working 60 hours a week or something like that at the shop, and then during the summer he would be out in the field with me. So it took us 4 months to paint it.
I mean, it's understandable.
But yeah, you can tell it was rhino lined across the bottom there.
You see
It was a fun little project.
You guys notice how like all of a sudden we're talking about the subject he wants to kind of talk about. It's his
For me.
yeah, his genre. And he's
I
still on his
enjoy vehicles.
fucking phone.
No, it's because I was trying to refer to my friend in Moab.
Oh, okay.
I'm waiting for it to fucking pull up pictures.
So
He
I
always
love that
has
you
an
got
excuse.
a brand new phone and you still can't talk to us with
What?
it. You still like struggle bus with it.
This is
Because
service.
like you remember the other time he's like, I got a new phone. Doesn't reply to any of Marco Polos.
Well, he doesn't.
He's like, I have no service. I'm like, what was the point of getting a new phone then?
he does have service there. He just doesn't have Marco Polo on
I
his
don't
other
have-
phone.
Oh, yeah.
well,
that's
no,
right.
I've been trying to get better about replying.
Everyone's busy.
I just-
Blake can't respond all the time anymore either because his company now watches that like a hawk.
Oh yeah.
I don't got cameras in my truck, so I'm driving
you
like
have
this.
cameras in your truck?
I'm driving like this,
Oh,
like responding to TikToks. Oh, there's a cop.
Yeah, it's
Oh, and then I'll be like, well, I'm not all the way up like this. Like if he were to like cop or look at me and I would just do this, I'm like, oh no, I was shifting.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I when I was in my Coke truck and like I had my camera unplugged, like I would sit there and like just keep it under the dash level and look at TikToks all day. But it's just the new way of the world. It'll be to the point where any kind of commercial driver is going to have a camera
Camera on 'em.
looking at you at any time.
Up
No,
from
no.
your cock.
Not mine,
He's
not
all
mine.
like, I'll
Yeah.
watch you from the ground up.
Well, Pepsi's
motherfucker."
got him too,
Oh,
but
there you
Pepsi's only
go.
got him facing outwards.
Oh really?
Same.
Oh, that's
This
cool.
is what we'd take up there.
Whose was that?
My buddy down in Utah.
Look at them big wheels.
Yeah, it just yeah.
That's actually his third generation. Because his first one was a Jeep. And that thing.
What are you laughing about? What did I miss something?
Oh, because I cut Blake off. My bad. I'm sorry.
And his face is like, motherfucker.
I just want Trevor to talk for the next hour. He seems to always find something to say right when I.
What were you gonna say?
He was talking about the CDL stuff.
Oh, was I?
I don't know.
Are you sure?
But you
I
have
was waiting for this
Gavin's
to
dying
load.
over there. Hey, you know what? Trevor doesn't talk very much.
Yeah,
so
no,
let him get some words
Yeah, and
out.
then when I actually talk, I get fucking ragged on. So I'm
Because
just
you-
not gonna talk.
Do it when I am.
He's all like, you don't wait your fucking turn. It's like being in preschool with you two right now.
It's like when I have a thought, I'm like, and
Huh?
Trevor goes, huh? And he sets his phone down and he goes, oh shit, I got something to say.
It's because I will get to a point where I'm like, I'm actually talking about a fucking subject, and then I'm trying to find something about said subject, and you dart off, and then I'm like, oh, I found it. Here you go.
Oh, it's because I start in the middle of your thought.
Yeah.
Oh, review the tape, dude. Oh my god.
Review the tape.
No.
Anyway, go on, Trevor. Say more.
I
Yeah.
don't know what to fucking talk about now, so go.
As soon as I think of something.
All right.
Yeah, we'll
yeah,
get
Blake,
there.
say something that's meaningful.
That's meaningful.
Well, what are you looking at over there?
We're
huh?
looking at the
Titties.
stats between the two
UFC fighters.
What would you
The
call
two
'em?
towers.
You wouldn't call them UFC fighters or fighters any. Or
Oh,
anything.
between
the CEOs,
Oh, Musk and
Zuckerberg,
Zuckerberg.
Planet Mars. Planet
Height.
unknown.
oh, I've seen that like 4 times this week.
Yeah, 6'1" to 5'8", 85 kg, whatever that means.
That's not-
Kilograms.
Can I get that in freedom?
I know what.
How many
oh
solo
my-
cups is that?
Yeah, right. I don't know if you can do that measurement. with
That'd be a
solo
lot.
cups.
I mean, like,
You say watermelons,
I'm
but
gonna
I don't
lose
know
it
about
one
Can
of
we get a
these days.
counter of like how many times I've pissed Blake off this episode?
too many.
It's
Not
like
enough, actually. Keep
80
going.
Yeah, I was like, hold on,
85
we gotta keep
kgs. I'm
pissing
like,
off
I don't know
Blake.
what that means. He's like, kilograms. I'm like, oh
He's-
my God,
He,
dude.
he only works in
Thanks,
fucking
Captain Obvious.
protein powders over there. He's all like, yeah,
that's like
don't
the
know what I'm
last
doing.
2 or the last 3 stats.
Built like an athlete. What? They say Zuckerberg's built like an athlete?
The definition of athlete has dropped significantly.
I'm
Built
an
like
athlete.
a 1950s fridge.
That's or net worth because that's
Yeah.
an important stat.
I guess you could argue Zuckerberg looks like a soccer player or something.
Looks like a
Just
tennis
'cause
player.
he's like tall and beanie or whatever. Fucking
Tall and
What?
beanie.
lengthy.
Kind of lanky, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's 5'8". He's not tall at all.
Beanie.
Compared to Gavin,
Did you say? Did you say you're an athlete?
anybody can be considered an athlete nowadays.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
If you just claim it.
Hey, I mean,
No, they changed.
I still hold the world title at fucking Lava Hot Springs.
For swimming.
Yep, for swimming.
Yeah, that was
I'm an
pretty
athlete.
crazy.
I'm an athlete. I can tell you.
Trevor, you can swim.
Yeah, very well.
Do you know what's
actually.
funny? Something I learned in Hawaii is like big guys can actually swim through the water real fast.
Is it a buoyancy
It
thing?
is a buoyancy thing, but it's
It's a lot of power.
crazy. It's crazy, dude. I was there. There was this old surfer guy there, and he was kind of showing me how to like get through the surf and get out to catch a wave, or whatever. And he was like, "Yeah, well," he's like, "Let's go from there to there, see who can do it faster." And I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna dust this guy, dude." I was 16. He was like 40,
And a big boy.
and I'm like paddling my ass off, and I look up to see like, okay, where is the poor bastard? He was 20 yards ahead of me.
He's like, I live in the ocean,
It-
stupid.
It wasn't even close because he was a big pot bellied fat
Hawaiian.
guy, and no, he was white.
Oh, was he?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Not even native, like just
He's
not
just a big
born.
boy.
Just yeah. And I was like, I learned something today.
I learned
And so
something.
it didn't blow my mind as much when Trevor was actually really fast at swimming in the pool. Although he was being pretty aggressive because him and JT were all like fucked up. And they were all drunk and they were like aggressively like wanting to have a swimming contest in the hot pools.
It was fun.
And we were in public and there was tons of people around. So
Blake was
that
all like, I want
pretty
this
fun.
to be over.
needless to say,
Oh,
needless
'cause,
to
yeah.
say, I wasn't really into it because there was a lot of people around.
Because Blake isn't about making a fool of himself.
And they were kicking water like fucking 20 feet.
I wasn't kicking.
You weren't kicking?
No, because I'd kick off the wall and I would just
He just used his upper
Oh, you were
mass.
cheating.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not cheating.
You didn't kick at all?
Not with my feet.
Not with your feet.
He
How
just-
was
so
it?
wait, did you?
The majority
What,
of
you
the
kick
time,
with your hands?
No. So when I swim, like if I'm trying to go fast, the majority of the time I kick off the wall, and I'll keep my hands like this for as long as I can, and then I'll start like
Sure.
going like this.
But you don't use your feet once you start paddling with your arms?
To get to the end, yes. But I wasn't kicking up water, as far as I recall.
You were also
Yeah, no, that
probably
was the thing.
hammered.
Like the way that you and our other friend JT, the way that they were being there, like fucking swim contest, and like I was like, oh, okay.
Were you guys- were you guys
the
in the hot
competitive side
pool?
of you is like, I'm
Yeah.
in, but the
Where
rest of you
everyone's
is
trying
like,
to relax.
no,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I was like, I want. The
It was
thing
it was in
is-
the big one. The,
Yeah.
Okay,
the-
but
the
it's a
big
hot
one.
pool. It's
Yes,
not a
so-
swimming pool.
So people were only 6 feet away from us on either side.
I gave no fucks.
Oh, I know.
He's very aware.
Neither one of you guys did. And
That was
See,
the problem.
The thing is I wanted to participate with
Because
all
of your
my heart in
competitive
it.
side.
Yeah, I really wanted to. I wanted it to be a swimming pool so badly, but I just was like, I'd swim like halfway and I'd come up like, oh,
fuck.
We're those people.
No. And I'm not trying to make an excuse. You swam very fast. I just have to say, I was a little bit self-conscious of everything that was going on around us. And you guys seem to have the gift of
no fucks.
Not feeling that. So
well, I have that gift too, but I'm also like,
Okay,
it's a hot pool.
If someone would have came up to me,
Yeah.
and said, "Hey, can you like calm down?"
Mhm.
I would have immediately calmed down, but nobody said it, so I kept fucking doing
See,
it.
that was the thing.
But I would have been told, because you walk into a hot pool and you think relaxing.
It doesn't say
floating
anywhere
around. It doesn't
that I
have to.
can't
It doesn't
do it.
have to say it. It is just common courtesy.
All I needed to do was look around at the people's faces, and I was,
No,
I
that
was
fucked
plenty. I got that feeling plenty good.
I gave no fucks,
And I doubt.
and
I
will
doubt.
still continue to give no fucks.
I'm pretty sure it was actually one of the rules.
No,
in-
it was
on the giant like board of rules of 20 rules on
blame
that.
it on the alcohol.
Yeah.
Well, see, and
Yeah.
if I were one of the people that were watching you do that, yeah, I would want you to stop. I wouldn't walk up to a 6 foot tall beast,
half-naked man in
half
the
naked
water.
beast that is obviously drunk, and be like, "Hey, can you be
I don't
quiet?"
Think it was obvious.
That what?
You
That I
weren't
was drunk.
intoxicated. Everyone was
Oh,
intoxicated.
it
it was
was-
very obvious.
Was
It was so obvious. It's so grotesquely obvious.
You,
like,
you and JT specifically, it was like, wow, these guys are fucked up.
yeah.
And then you look at the people sitting along the side, and all their eyes say was like, "Oh, this is fucking annoying, isn't it?"
Well, if it was so annoying, they could have fucking moved.
No,
they were
that's-
sitting on the
That's
side.
not the point. That's not the point.
Yeah.
That's like saying,
I'm just fucking around.
that's like taking a shit on the subway and be like, "Why is everyone upset at me?"
"Yeah, they
Because there's
could've
not a
just
bathroom
moved."
here, you
Yeah.
dick.
should have just fucking moved.
In the moment, I was jealous of your guys' blatant disregard for everybody else's
No,
good
I'm
time.
not jealous of that. I have common. I have just a
Common courtesy.
Even when I'm drunk, I just have that common sense of, okay, this is a place I can fuck around, and this is a place that I can't. And a hot pool,
It's a
nice,
great way to
warm,
pass out.
relaxing water is where you relax. A swimming pool is where you
Go swimming.
go swimming.
Nah.
I remember because I was like,
Like, is it even deep enough to swim in?
Yeah.
yeah,
Hardly, but
in
yeah,
certain
I mean,
parts.
Trevor's kicking as he kicks. He's kicking the ground each time, just fucking up his feet. And his arms are so fucking long as he's doing his front stroke. He's scraping
Yeah.
the rocks in the bottom.
That's
But
why I
wasn't-
was so fast.
Oh, you were just pulling
I had
yourself
traction.
Wasn't that the time when I was so fucking drunk and then we ran into some of my friends and I was just like hanging out with them?
I think that was
I
the
don't think so.
time that you climbed. No.
No, it
No,
wasn't that
That
time.
was the year after because you climbed
No, that
into
was-
the Suburban
That was
from
your
the driver's
first
side
year.
window.
Yeah, that was your first year there.
No, it wasn't the first year.
Was it not?
No, it was
Oh, no, I've never
with,
been.
It was when it was last year with Christy.
Was Christy there?
I've never been.
Well, you're gay.
You're
I know.
gonna go next year.
Maybe.
Anyway, it was one of those years, and there has been times I have been intoxicated and have done crazy shit too.
I think we all have.
I
I've
don't
walked
think I
down the
have.
road trying to eat a fucking hot dog.
that doesn't sound that crazy when you
No,
put it
Hey,
like
when
that.
you
not. It's
say
not
it.
crazy, but it was crazy annoying.
Because my ADHD was kicking in.
He couldn't.
Really
he couldn't.
fucking
He couldn't
bad.
walk and chew and hold the hot dog at the same time.
Oh, I
He-
remember
stop.
hearing this.
That's not ADHD. That's just drunk.
Yeah,
Well, but I was also yelling and shit.
Yeah,
that's also just drunk.
we're on.
That's not ADHD.
You know, by the same time, I felt like there was a time of our lives that people on Main Street just kind of knew that at this
We were
time on
retarded.
these weeks, and there's probably going to be some drunk motherfuckers just walking from the bar to the gay
Oh.
guys' house to go drink even more.
To the gay guy's house. Go soak.
Yeah,
Dude.
that's how small our fucking
that
town
was
is.
the-
Jesus Christ.
that was
People
the
are
night
like,
we
we
soaked.
know those people. They're always drunk.
Dude, and there was guys around the corner from Ray and Troy. They lived just around the corner. So if you
Yeah.
counted It was
The
like
3
four,
houses?
4 or 5 houses in between. No, like 3 houses in between, and that's where we got Georgie when we got him
Oh,
as a
I thought
puppy.
this was gonna be weird.
Oh, I thought.
And I went there and I picked him up, and then I told Ray and Troy immediately. I was like, dude, something about the water on this block, huh?
Oh yeah.
was it another gay
block of
couple?
gays.
Yeah, makes a bunch of fucking.
So I've
Well,
actually
no,
got-
no, because like didn't Ray? He was complaining that one of the neighbors had like a gay flag up or something like that, which was funny.
I don't.
Well, because Ray's like staunch Republican.
Yeah,
They call them log cabin Republicans.
Yeah.
but he was saying something about it. He's like, I'm not against it. It just caught me by
Because-
surprise.
Log cabins is where they go fuck.
How long have Ray and Troy lived in that house?
About 13 years.
Yeah, I was like 10, 13.
Long time.
That's not how
crazy.
people say that usually.
They were the ones.
10,
who
13
established
years?
The gay
10,
block.
13.
I'm about to say there.
You're fair, but I thought it was like 10 years. I was like 10 years, and then you
Yeah.
said 13, so my brain went 10, 13 years.
10, 13 years. You're just trying to make yourself like more closer to right.
Right? I was like, I was already basically there.
2,
but
20 years.
I was 80% there. I'm
They were
missing
the
3.
OG gays
No, I'm sure they weren't though. Oh, on the block?
on the block. Yeah.
On the block, yeah.
I know a
the
lot of
block.
people have moved in
Yeah,
and out
no,
of those
they were
houses.
the first gay people, Zach.
I know Ray's old, so is Troy.
That's true.
They've been around the block.
I bet Trevor could be converted.
But he could.
Yeah.
It won't take much. I mean,
All
a little
right.
bit of alcohol and he'll grab dick.
So here's the thing, actually. If a
Okay,
dude
Mr.
walked up to you
California.
and he offered
Fuck
you $1 million to fuck your ass, and he has to actually get off, he has to be pleased by it.
Uh-huh.
So you can't just be like, oh, you put your dick in my ass, you fucked
Oh,
me.
he has to be pleased by it? Yeah.
he has to come.
He would,
yeah, it
he-
has to come. So if
Okay.
he doesn't come, he gets to come back to fuck you again.
One look at my asshole and he'd be like, yeah, no, you ain't getting no money. Peace.
Dude, bears are very they're in the community for a reason.
$1 million.
A mil.
$1 million.
$1 million, I'd take it up the ass, yeah.
See, that's the thing. Is
I wouldn't tell anybody.
I've had this
Be like,
conversation many times where I always feel like people talk about these scenarios with not realistic amounts of money.
$1 mil is an
No,
unrealistic
no.
amount. to
What
be
I'm
honest
saying
with
is,
you.
like, most guys, cash laid out in front of them, I bet would do it for far, far,
Far
less.
less.
Oh
yeah.
oh, easy. If
Because
somebody,
they would see the cash.
Yeah.
it'd be physically there.
Yeah. Like, what do you?
Somebody offered you,
You see
20
100
grand.
Oh, okay,
20 grand. They're like, I'm gonna stick my dick in your butt.
Yeah,
And-
I'm not doing it for 20. Not 20.
I would.
I mean, 20 bucks.
I did
He's
it for
all like
$20.
that.
I
That
did it for
lowers my
$20.
debts by 20 grand.
Yeah.
Well, exactly.
I decided, I thought about this a lot. It has to be life-changing money.
Why? Is because
Okay.
It's got to change my life for the positive, or I'm not doing it.
20 grand's a
So, like,
pretty
200,000.
positive
No,
change.
it's nice, but it doesn't
Like
change your
200.
life.
Like 200.
Yeah.
It doesn't change your life. 200 is where you're starting to talk because that pays
Pay off
off,
your
the
house.
house.
Yep.
That's life-changing money.
Okay.
That actually
Frees up
changes.
stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. 20 grand, it's cool, but generally somebody like Zach's just going to blow it on bullshit and it's not going to actually change your life for the better at
I'm not
all.
arguing with that one bit.
New computer.
Trevor's going to get another Pontiac.
Yeah, this would be a G6.
Actually
this
get like 7 or 8 Pontiacs for that
Nah,
much
do a
money.
G8.
that was close.
Well, G6 sucks.
I used to really love the G8s.
I love the G8.
I thought they were really
like a
cool.
G6.
Actually, if I were to get a vehicle, it'd be like a Chevy SS.
There you
SS
go.
what?
That's
The
what it's
Chevy
called.
SS.
That's just
Oh,
a-
just
what
the
it's called,
SS.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, isn't it confusing how, like, the one's called the SS, and then
An Impala SS.
then we'll just put SS on the other shit.
yeah.
With that year, they specifically made just
Yeah,
an SS.
I forgot about that.
It was like 2019, 2017.
Something like that.
Oh, I was thinking.
That wouldn't
Oh,
be
maybe
your
I'm
first
thinking
choice,
of the
would it?
Chevelle
No.
back in like the fucking 70s.
You're thinking of the Chevelle.
Yeah.
Because the Chevelle had a Super Sport Chevelle.
And
And then
that
the
was an
Camaro had a
SS.
Super Sport. But
Yeah.
now it's... And that's what the... I don't know, is the
There's
SS stand for
RS.
Super Sport, or is it just
Yeah.
SS?
No, it's Super Sport, but it's
It's
you
its
have
own model.
RS, RT,
Yeah. Anyway,
I got an RS Cruise. Yeah,
Sweet.
because you would think a Chevy Cruze is a rally sport vehicle.
It would last a mile.
no,
I doubt it would last that much because I about broke it driving into my driveway.
I was gonna say the
Scrape the
actual
guts out of
rally
it.
one they're fucking dope.
What's that?
The actual rally ones that are built, because every vehicle is derivated from some sort of motorsports. In order
Right.
to have like a rally version of a vehicle, there has to be at least 25 vehicles made. Anyways, I'll go with that.
Wait, is there actually rally cruises?
Yes.
Oh, that'd be dope.
There's Rally
Would it
Cruises,
be?
Rally Sonics.
Well, I bet they're built and like souped up. I bet they're not just a little fucking shitty four banger in my car.
Anyway, so take a dick in your ass. Dude has to come. If he doesn't come, he gets to come back.
Damn.
To fuck
I
your
would
ass.
say, for me personally, I would say like 500,000.
500,000.
I don't believe that.
Why?
That's too much.
20.
I
20.
believe you'd do it for less.
20.
You do it for 20 G's.
I'll do it for 20 G's.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? You lay out 5,000 in front of me, I might do it. No one has to.
At least he's honest.
Yeah.
You see, but this is the thing: is a lot of
5,000
people aren't realistic.
Yeah, they're not.
5,000 cash?
Yeah. I
That
just
changes my life today.
I set the parameters
Right
in my
now.
head. I set the parameters in my head. It's got to change my life long term
But here's the thing.
for
right?
the better.
But do people have to know?
That
I mean,
that's,
that's up
that
to
changes
you.
everything.
Because if I
if it's like
A porno.
DTF, like
Yeah.
discreet.
yeah, but if people don't know,
Then you're really
that's a
$5
lot
grand
better.
alone. Zach is actually within parameters because of like no one needs to know about it. You
I
got
bet every time he looks at his dad after that, though, he's like $5 grand.
whatever. You know what he's gonna be like? He's like, I need to get that guy's number.
Yeah,
We can make this a
Trevor,
weekly visit.
He's like, that was the hardest I have came.
Trevor, you need to try harder on that number because nobody's buying 500 grand.
Well, see, you say that, but I mean, people buy stupid shit all the time. When you're rich, you just do dumb shit.
No, I'm saying he's not. That's not the number.
Yeah.
He's doing it for less.
well, because see, here's my mindset. I do 250,000 enough to pay off my house, and then suddenly everybody knows. Oh, Zach paid off his house. Wonder how he did that. Everyone's gonna ask, how'd you pay it off? I'm like,
I bet everybody.
You could just say you won the lottery.
yeah, but people that's tracked. That's tracked.
Inheritance.
Okay, inheritance. Everyone knows my family. What did I inherit that was worth that much?
I
Yeah.
bet
Your
people
great
aren't.
Uncle Ruckus.
I bet people aren't going. I bet he got fucked in the ass for $250,000.
No, that's what they're doing. But then the thing was, here's what would happen, is I wouldn't tell them, and they'll be like, well, I'm gonna research this. I'm gonna find out where he got that money from, and then he's gonna start asking around, and this person might find just the one person's gonna go,
yeah.
I
I
saw him
fucked
with
him in,
Bill the
yeah.
other day.
Bill the rich guy? Bill the rich guy.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
He's gonna talk to Bill, and Bill's gonna be like, yeah, I fucking destroyed that ass.
And then they ask you about it, and you go, "Yeah, he destroyed my ass for $250,000."
You know what?
Yeah.
Hey, but at that point, I'd be like, I got paid.
Yeah.
And
But then I would be known as a whore.
so what?
Yeah, honestly, like who cares? For that much money, everybody's gonna start like understanding. When you're talking like $5 grand, everybody's gonna be like, Zach.
The fuck?
Yeah, but what if
You're just gay.
How many times can I do it? Because of $5 grand,
How many times can you do it?
I mean, that's
Jesus Christ! See, this is what
See,
I said.
that's the
He's
thing.
the guy who would be like, "Can I
Dude,
get your
once
number?"
a month.
After-
Once a month.
Because
Once
after
a
you,
month?
Boom.
after
Once
you
a
do
month?
it once, right? Like,
Oh, I don't know. Once a month's not enough.
So here's the thing: is the only reason I asked this question is because it's been asked a million times. But once in a friends group, a guy was all like, "No, I never let anyone fuck my ass." I was like, "Not even for $1 million fucking dollars." They're like, "No, never, never." I was like, "That's probably the gayest thing you could have said." And I'm gonna tell you why I thought it was gay. Because I was like, you're probably scared to get fucked in the ass. I mean,
Oh no, I'm scared.
yeah,
It's
no
gonna
one
hurt.
wants.
It's gonna
I mean, I can't
hurt.
say no one wants that, but like, I was thinking about it really hard, and I was just like, it's gay because I think he's more scared of it not like, oh, it's gonna hurt. I'm scared that I think he was
gonna
scared that
like
he was like he was gonna enjoy it, and he's like, this is who I am now,
Yeah.
gay.
I like it.
And I think that's where like a lot of homophobia comes from is people are like, what if I enjoy it?
That's where the actual phobia comes in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Then, like,
I
you
can-
don't dislike gays. You just
What if
you're scared that
what if
of
I just
enjoying it, and then you're like, I've talked too much shit.
What if I just like the money?
See,
I'm
but
sure
being
you
a
would.
The money is just a plus.
yeah, well, whoa. Let's roll it back. Trevor is the guy who's gonna fuck for $5,000. He's just like, I'm
Trevor's
excited
gonna-
just to be here.
Trevor's gonna pay $5,000.
Hey, that's who's fucking you.
Oh no, he has to get fucked. Oh, no.
I'd be fucking you for
$5,000.
I'm not too worried about that actually. Something tells me he's got a small one.
Oh,
Rude.
where's your girlfriend when we need her? I need a voucher.
Home.
I need to see somebody vouch for
I
your
can tell you right now.
wedding.
You ask my wife about me, and she won't tell you.
She's like,
I'm
that's
sure
my
she'd
business.
probably be the same way.
She won't tell you how big your piece is.
Oh no,
Yeah.
she's like, I tell her it's small, and she's like, no, he's big. I'm like, yeah, that's right. It's
She
big.
says, "No, it's big." As she pats him on the head.
Some mommy dommy shit right there.
No, it's big.
It's because he's graduated to a
No,
motherfucker.
she's
He's all
Everyone
like-
but you,
he's all
Blake.
like,
Everyone but you is
what?
a motherfucker.
Is a motherfucker. Oh, that's funny.
no. She has called me the uterus puncher.
There you go.
Fuck. All right. Take it easy.
That's why I'm like,
Leave some titles
no.
out there for the rest of us.
Oh, is that
No.
because you beat her?
No.
He's actually physically.
He's just fisting the fuck out of her.
Oh my god, that's
The
way
uterus
further than
punch.
I was going with that. He's all like elbow deep.
I could see Zach coming out of the bathroom, like wiggling his dick. He's like, "You want some of this big dick?" But then he realizes, like, he's not using.
He's like a light
his
switch
whole-
and not a
He's
helicopter.
not using his whole hand to wiggle it. It's like just a couple fingers. This big dick.
Why are you? Have you planted cameras in my house? 'Cause
So-
I just can. Once I know somebody well enough, I can
just fuck with them.
visualize it.
So that's what I was about
Sure
to
you
say.
can
I was like, you.
visualize it.
This is one question I've had for you for a while, Blake. I
Yeah.
just keep forgetting. Do you think about us?
Do I think all the time?
Yeah, like you're just like, think about his dick.
Think about your habits. I think about
Really?
what you guys. Yeah, why not? Just trying to figure it all out.
So okay, so what do you think of Zach's habits? Like, what do you think you imagine? Like, what are you picturing? Are you seeing him like in his house
Well, it's all
cooking or
like-
beating his dick with tweezers
It's
or
gonna be beating his dick.
There's a lot of laying down.
a lot of laying down?
Fucking wish now, dude.
And he's like, now that I found the joys of bedroom masturbation.
well, no. But, I mean, now that I have a kid that can walk,
Yeah.
I
He has
can't
to get up
fucking
and
sit.
chase him.
I can't fucking sit. I tried to sit down today just to go scroll through TikTok, and away he went. And I'm like,
Fuck.
and then I hear clank, clank. I'm like, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And he's
Okay.
opening the cupboards, pulling out the pans.
It's Zach sitting down and a lot of exasperated standing up, like, oh, fuck." Getting up.
I
You're
mean-
like, can you just give me a fucking second?
I mean, there's a lot of that too.
And then he like looks at the closet and he starts thinking about what I said, and he's like, God, just for like an hour, just to like, give myself a break.
That's what I do with the snaps pretty much now. I just put them in the room, give him a bottle.
Dude, he gives him Benadryl. He's like, shut the
He's like,
fuck
your
up."
body's not
I
even
will
ready
not
for
lie.
this.
I will not lie. There have been some nights where I'm like,
You're getting a melatonin.
I'm like,
getting some melatonin.
I'm like looking it up. Like, my search history is NyQuil safe for babies.
It's not.
Because I'm
Just
like,
so you know.
go to fucking sleep.
How long
like-
do you have to choke it just to make it just pass it?
Jesus. That's how you go to jail.
Just
Well,
to make it pass
In my
out.
defense, I'll search that on this
How much
laptop.
do
So I'll
you
be
have
like,
to
oh no, it
shake
was
it?
a podcast topic.
No. Fuck, dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now
But-
we're gonna get the fucking.
So what
CIA.
about Trevor?
Trevor, even more laying down.
Really? Even with everything that I've changed,
What have you changed?
my whole fucking job.
Yeah, I didn't ever say you were laying down at your job. I'm picturing you at
No.
home.
But now I'm picturing that.
Yeah.
Him sitting,
No.
him just laying that down at work.
But I mean, he games quite a bit, right? So
Not anymore.
No.
okay,
No.
I probably game more than Trevor does now.
we're talking about your
And
free
I-
time still here,
Yeah.
weekends. Okay,
I haven't even seen
You
him
can
on Discord
legitimately
lately.
look up like me, like my game stuff.
not gaming at all, huh? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Well, that
Stream,
was
TikTok,
that
all
was a
the-
big part of your job or life before.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. But just with everything that's changed, like I have a hard time sleeping in. Like sleeping in to me is like 6, 7 o'clock.
8 o'clock is sleeping in for me.
Like I'm up. I'm doing shit. Like
Mhm.
I've been doing yard work every weekend.
That's
like,
good.
So there's a big difference.
My
between-
lifestyle's changed a good amount.
Mm-hmm.
That's bad. That's
Yeah.
better for you, is what I'm
And
saying.
I've lost
so.
a good amount of weight too. I'm almost down like 70 pounds.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, that's
Pretty awesome.
pretty evident too.
All right. Well, what do you think about Gavin though?
Gavin's kind of a mystery
Really? Why is that?
because you don't tell us anything.
What do you mean?
I know he,
He wouldn't even
I
tell
know
us
he
his
doesn't
birthday.
sleep. Like hardly
Actually,
at
yeah.
all.
How much do you sleep a day?
Uh,
Like really sleep?
So I've been working 11 and a half hours
Uh huh.
recently, and I've been going to bed around like 1 in the morning.
Uh huh.
Fuck,
What do you stay
I
up
couldn't
till
do
1
that.
doing?
Just random stuff.
See, that's what I'm saying. Right there.
I'm
See
in
how he
bed.
said nothing?
I'm in-
That is something.
No, it's
Just think
nothing.
about random shit you would do at that time of day.
1 o'clock.
Yeah.
If it's 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm sitting in front of the TV. That's the end of
Probably what I'm doing too,
it. Okay.
but not likely.
But you're talking
But who
random,
knows?
random stuff. What's random shit that you're doing in the middle of the night?
I don't know. Sometimes I'll like
Beat
making
off.
shit. Beating off happens.
Yeah, that happens. So
Yeah.
that covers 3 minutes.
No, I've
20
been like
seconds.
fixing things,
Uh-huh.
stuff like that.
Tinkering like in the garage or like at
Mm.
the dining room table,
No, I actually have a craft room.
a craft room.
Yeah.
Doing
Why can't I just picture him making like those fucking newspaper articles, like cutting out letters and making like fucking serial killer fucking notes and send them out to people, just random people.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, no.
So
They
I
can
gotta
track
say,
you with that crap.
This
by the
is
way.
me picturing you guys like in the house, like when you're in the house.
Mm-hmm.
So in the house, I mean, imagine there's just a lot of sitting fucking off.
I think on average that's everyone's life.
Yeah.
If it's a work week, I get home about 8:30.
I do a lot of chores.
I'm sleeping by 9:30.
You're
Yeah.
kidding? No wind down at all.
I mean, doesn't have time to.
I come home, I take my medicine, I'll sit on TikTok and pass out.
No, you don't eat dinner. Nothing.
I eat dinner on the way home.
Trevor, come on. I lived that life, and you need to have a wind down.
Not really.
No, you do.
I have 2-hour drive for a wind down.
Yeah, I was like, what kind of
No, you
wind
need to
down?
wind down at home. Like I did that in the oil field, and it fucked me up.
How?
It just
You become a fucking.
no personal time, I think is what he's saying.
you if all you do is work, and that is your mind, it wears on you.
He makes a good point.
It
mean,
wears on you.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
Like,
mean, because
you're
then
you're not wrong.
that's the definition of living for the weekend. So it's like you get 2 days, right?
of your life.
To pay. Like I love how much off time I have now. You know, like
It's
every
nice.
single day, every weekend. You know,
That was one thing I enjoyed about the gas station. Didn't love the pay, but I was like,
Lots
I
of
got
di-
3 to
lots of
4 day
downtime.
weekends.
yeah.
Right, and I'm
And I
not
was actually
saying
just,
Trevor,
like,
you need to
weirdly
stay up
satisfied
till
with that.
11 o'clock. Just an hour, 2 hours max.
But he's up at 4, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, so he's got to be in bed by 9.
If I
I mean,
stay
you don't have to
up
be.
till 10,
But-
Just
I'm
makes
getting
sense, though.
5 hours of sleep for working 14. So
I mean, I do. That's what I do. I go to bed at 10:30, and I
No.
get up and go to. I'm at work at 4.
I take my medicine at 8:30. I'm either in bed by 9 or 9:30.
I mean, if it's working for you, I'm telling you, man. There's
It all
There's-
depends on how active your
Honestly,
job is too, though.
it-
Honestly, because when I was
But
working
my job is-
construction,
my job is active, or in probably some days more active than Trevor's. Because if Trevor's doing a lot of dump runs in a day, my job's going to be a little more active than his.
Yeah, because you'll do more walking
So
than I
you
Yeah.
get. You're saying you get like 5 hours of sleep a night, Zach?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Mm-mm.
That's
See,
perfect for me. It's a
Even-
myth about getting 8 hours of sleep. Some people only need 4 or 5 hours of sleep.
Very few people.
And I'm one of those people.
No, you're not. No, you're not. It's less than 1% of people.
Yeah.
What you're doing
I do
is-
it every day.
I know. And do you know what you're going to get? Alzheimer's. That's what you're going to get.
No.
Or a heart attack.
No, what you're
wait,
doing is
'cause-
you're dealing with it.
No, I wake up when my alarm goes off at 3:30. I wake up and I'm not tired. 5 hours of sleep. I'm fine on 3 hours or 3 hours. I could do 3 hours. I've done it.
Ugh.
It is awful. 5 hours is my minimum of. I'm not groggy at all.
You don't go home and take a nap after that?
Nope. Well, I can't. I used to.
Yeah.
I used to like a little cat nap,
but
I'm not doing that anymore. And it doesn't like the cat nap is just because I am sore.
Yeah.
And,
Dude,
and
it's just-
I'm
it's-
exhausted because even those people that can, the 1% that can operate on that limited amount of sleep, I guarantee you they take naps when they can.
No, that's what they're saying. There's like that many people that can actually recover and function on that much sleep.
Well, and
Like,
I recover.
really, really do though.
Yeah.
And I could, and I did it.
I like to get at least 6 to 7.
Well, I did it in the oil field for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, and you were in your mid-20s. You know, it's
And
longevity.
I can
thing.
do it now, and I wasn't in my mid-20s actually.
Yeah.
I was like,
Mid to
oh.
late 20s. But I do it now still, and that's hardwired in my brain. But I also can also be like, nap time.
Yeah.
And I
And
say,
be
I can't-
out like a
And see,
light.
There are times like when we're on our way home, I'll fucking take a nap. Like today, I took a nap.
Yeah. No, what I'm saying is long term, like I understand where you're at in your life right now. Long term, I would really try and back out of that and start focusing on.
I can't. I got the reason I do it is because it gives me.
Mexican, not Mexican, not.
Why
I'm
can't you?
American, and I'm American. Do what I want.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's because that time
Mm-hmm.
is the time I get to myself.
Right.
I need
that.
that time to myself.
I get that.
Because
Yeah.
I love my son, love him, but there's when he goes to bed at 7, that 3 hours that I have to myself before I go to bed, it's what keeps me sane.
Right.
I love my son, I do.
I get that.
And I would
Everyone needs
spend
their own
every
time,
day.
though.
I need my time to myself. And my wife needs her time to herself. We need. I need time, literally to myself, not with my
Yeah.
wife, not with my son, not
with us,
not talking
Yeah.
to you guys. It's just me.
Just
if-
you and
if
doing
it's-
your thing.
if it is me watching TikToks or me just,
Yeah.
sometimes I've literally just
Sat there.
sat in the dark on the couch for 2 hours, just
That's creepy.
being,
It's not.
just being. I mean, I had
If
a
you
I had
walk in on
I had
it,
a beer.
Yeah, if
I had
you
a
walk
beer.
in.
I drank a
Yeah.
beer over the course of that
Yeah.
and that time too.
No, I get that. I think it's just something as you get older, it's definitely not a habit I would keep.
Well, I'm sure
Especially
I'm
as-
sure when I get into my 40s, I'll be wanting to find something
Yeah.
something way different. Well, and
There is a point of damage done though. is
I
what
think
I'm
the
saying.
damage is already done.
Well, you're just piling on, is what I'm saying. It's not done and then you've done it and then
Well, fuck it. When I start getting Alzheimer's, you know whose problem that is? Not mine, because I'm not gonna fucking remember.
See, that's the problem, though. You will not remember it, and then people be like, "You did things," and you be like, fucking don't love that."
You remember episode 51 of the
Because
podcast?
if I keep my personality, you did this. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Was I drunk? No, it was your Alzheimer's, Grandpa.
it might not be
I don't give a
that.
shit.
Well, you see, but I don't know.
give a
What is it?
shit.
Is it Alzheimer's or dementia? When you
Dementia-
like get weird with people, you're like, "You're my ancient husband," or whatever.
Both of
I
them.
don't know. I guess
Both of them, but
yeah.
dementia literally is like it's when the sun goes down
it
at
definitely
the end of your day when,
It-
when
it-
your mind's getting ready to turn off.
and it might not be like that extreme, but like there'll be repercussions.
Oh, and I'm sure. I mean, and there's some times when I'm like, "Fuck, why can't I remember this simple fucking thing?"
Yeah. You'd honestly, the thing is you probably can't tell, but if tomorrow you started like, you know what? 7 to 8 hours of sleep every single night from now on, in 5 days you'd be like, I've never felt like this in my entire life.
Yeah, but then my mental health will be awful.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Everyone
You
responds
might-
differently.
You would
Losing-
probably realize how much
Time you've wasted.
how much anxiety and how much depression would go away.
You
just
know what,
be-
Blake? I might take you up on that.
Yeah.
And here's why. Because I took your advice on something else that you gave me advice on,
Uh-huh.
and it's working out for me.
Oh, really?
So,
The masturbating in your bed.
no, well, that's working out for me too. But that was a collective.
He's like, I'm not giving Blake just that. But
Just that.
everyone
The,
else was kind of on the
um,
same page of beating off in your own
The
bed.
not washing my beard every day.
Really? I
I've gone
forgot
down
about
to-
that. Yeah.
I've gone down to once a week,
Uh-huh.
and it just feels nicer.
Shit.
There you go.
That's pretty cool. I'm glad that's working out.
So I mean, I still put product in it
Yeah.
on a regular basis just to
Keep it fresh.
keep it beard oil and
Yeah.
or like
I
my
know.
beard conditioner stuff.
When I
that's
was
like
at
a
home, I put
wax
some
or something
beard
like that.
oil in because it was feeling pretty.
Well,
shitty.
because if I don't put the beard oil in or something, it gets really frizzy no matter what.
Yeah.
Just because it's facial hair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it seems that it would get less frizzy with the less washing. So, well, I'm
And,
glad
well, and it
that's- I'm glad that's working out.
overall, it has.
Yeah.
Like I haven't had to use break out my beard straightener just to comb my beard down now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of beard oil, and it just goes
Perfect.
down.
Huh?
So I might take you up on that, but at
Yeah.
the same time, I'm sacrificing my mental health for that because I'm telling you that 2 or 3 hours,
Yeah.
I really need it.
But
Yeah.
you were also you were just talking about scrolling TikTok while you're fucking driving.
So your
So-
cooldown is all
so
damn
your
day.
cooldown is all fucking day.
No, I get what he's saying.
I
Like
know.
he
I
needs.
know.
I'm
know-
in work mode then, though.
I don't know. Is there a way that you could schedule your life to where
I mean,
your
I'm
wind down starts a little bit earlier in
No.
the evening? No.
because my wind down happens at 7:00 when my son goes to bed.
Could you put him to bed earlier?
But
No, he'll wake up earlier.
He'll wake up earlier, and then that's my problem too.
But
I mean,
could
that's what I was
you-
wondering. Put him. Well, I guess there's.
Could
Oh,
you
well, 'cause
take
we-
less
I
time?
have
for
put in-
your
I
wind
have-
down, though.
No, it's
That's
still
not
at 7.
that's not my wind down. That is my time to myself.
I know,
Right.
Because you were saying from 7 to 10:30. That is your wind down time.
That's
that-
your personal time.
That is my personal time, not my wind down time. Because I'm
Okay,
already
but
wound down. I could go to bed and be perfectly fine and sleep.
Right.
But
He's talking
that
about
3
his-
hours is literally too stuff. I can go play some
But-
games,
okay,
or
but
I can go
Is that
watch
3
TV
hours a day?
Yeah.
Like
Every day.
Every single
Every
day. That's
day.
a lot of time, though.
Yeah.
I need it. I
Because
do.
I often, will on my longer days, I'll come home and a lot of it will just be a shower, eat dinner, maybe sit in front of the TV or play a video game for like a half hour,
At that.
And like
45 minutes, and then that's it, and then I reach that
And
time.
they're okay. It's not every day too, because there's some days I'll go to bed at 9:00
And
Yeah.
that's
and
the
only
same
have
thing
2
with me.
hours.
Like
but-
it's not every single day because there are some days like today I got off early, came home, got a couple of shit done, and then came over here. But like there's some days I'll get home at 6 or whatever, and so from. Why are
So you have a
laughing?
set bed. You have a set bedtime.
Yeah.
And so sometimes you'll get
So
like some time
weird.
to yourself and a wind down. But for me, it's like I said, my personal time starts at 7, and that is earlier than it used to be because I changed his bedtime. It used to be 9:00,
yeah.
and I changed it to 6:45, 7:00. I'm putting him in bed so I can have that time to myself, and it works out for him because then he sleeps all the way
Yeah.
till 8:00 instead of sleeping till 10:30.
Yeah.
And then waking
And
up.
then waking up at 10:30, and then my wife can't take a nap
Sure.
before she goes to work.
Yeah. You know what? Just
So
try
we've
it for a while and see how it works out for you. And like it might elevate you enough to where you're like, you know what? I don't need that much time. to
Well,
myself.
and this last week, I mean, this episode's going to come out 2 weeks after the 4th of July, but the week leading up to the 4th of July and the week of the 4th of July, I did only do like 30 minutes of my time.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I need the sleep because
Yeah.
the industry I work in, being a
You
a
gotta-
vendor,
You got to sleep. man.
fuck, I knew I was going to have big days, and I did. So I
what
got
you had
extra
to.
sleep. I got 7-8 hours of sleep.
Yeah. And
And
it
it helped.
helps you recover.
But the thing was, I could have still done it on 5. But
Yeah,
I
you
know I
could've.
wanted like
Could've.
I could have done it on 5, but I wanted to feel as refreshed as I can. And I won't lie, yeah, if I sleep more, I'm gonna feel more refreshed to a certain point. Like I slept in today, so I went to bed yesterday. I went to bed at 9 o'clock. Even on it was technically my Friday yesterday because I didn't work today because my job closed today for the day after the 4th, or so because we worked on the 4th.
Yeah.
So I got to sleep in until my son woke up. I slept from 9 p.m. to 8 a.m., 8:30 in the morning. So a little under 12 hours.
Yeah.
And I woke up and I was like, ugh.
It's
slept too much.
It's funny because like
that is a thing.
that can screw you up, going from 5-6 nights in a row of 5 hours of less of sleep, and then that's you crashing. That's your body scrambling to try.
I don't
and
think
get
so.
it
I
to-
think it was my body not waking up because I woke up at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
So, I mean, technically I slept in like an hour more, but my body woke me up at 5, and I went, no, it's my weekend.
Yeah.
Go to fuck to sleep.
Yeah.
But the fact that you were able to just go back to sleep, like you're
That is something I learned how to do in the oil field.
Yeah.
When I because I can guarantee you right now, I could 5 minutes from now be asleep if I put my mind to it.
Me too. I've
Even
always
with
been
you
real-
guys, even with you guys, if you guys were doing the podcast,
Yeah.
I could fall asleep with you guys yelling and doing what we're doing, and these lights are on.
Nope.
I could still fall asleep.
Yeah.
Nope.
But you're not going to feel good sleeping 5 hours or less a bunch of nights in a row and then sleeping 12 hours. If you were to sleep 7 hours a night, 5 nights in a row, you would feel fantastic.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But okay.
give it a
physically,
thought.
I think physically I would, but my mental health would be like,
Yeah.
But the thing about that though is that is a state of mind that you could easily change. Because if you're saying, yes, this is going to negatively impact my mental health,
Yeah, but
then you're gonna have that stuck in your head.
Yeah, but
and it's
yeah,
gonna
but
negatively impact your mental health because
I'm giving
you
up
stuck
any
it
of
there.
my free time. So, for example,
But this is what he's saying is
Friday nights, I had 2 people ask me, you should do the podcast on another night, or you should do the podcast every other week. And I told them, no, that is something that gets me through my work week, knowing
my
that
social time.
Friday nights,
it's when I hang out with the boys.
and not even the just it's my extended personal time, if that makes sense, because it's
Sure.
more than that 2
Yeah.
hours that I get to
Well,
myself, and it's adult interaction that I get.
Yeah, it's
As well.
it's-
Socializing.
Well, and it's part of your ritual now.
Yep.
But yeah, that's
So like
we all got the things that we do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting because I was like, when it comes to sleep, for me, I mean, it's whenever it just kind of happens when it comes to the nighttime.
Well,
I have to like really, really fucking try if I want to go to bed at like a certain time, but I can't go to bed before 11. If I go to bed at 11 or before, I'll wake up at 1 and then I'll be fucked.
Well, here's the thing, and if I tried like the other one of the couple of those nights over that last week of the holiday week, I went to bed, put Peyton to bed, went and got myself some dinner.
Yeah.
So 7:30, 8 o'clock, I'm like, okay, bedtime. And I'm like, I'm not fucking tired. I'm not going to be able to sleep. Hey, NyQuil, what's going on? And
Nice.
not a full dose of it. Like,
Yeah.
just like it, not even like half a dose, just a little of it.
Right.
Just to get a little bit in my system to go, just kind
Well,
of
see, I mean,
lower me down.
As you guys know, I fucking sedate myself.
Yeah,
I take
you
melatonin and then the
really
sleep
need
aid.
to figure that shit out before you comatose yourself.
Yeah, fucking dude takes like, I'm gonna take my sleeping pills and
Melatonin and
I
fucking
take
NyQuil and
50 milligrams of my sleep aid and then 10 milligrams of melatonin.
then a shot of whiskey on top of it.
Yeah.
Remember
Put
what
me
you
to
said
sleep.
last time?
My
You're like, well, I
Ambien
take
cocktail.
one, so fuck it, take the other one.
yeah.
I think
It didn't work right now. Might as well just
because the melatonin shuts my head off and then the sleep aid keeps me asleep. Because if I just take melatonin, my ass will be back up in 2 hours.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
But yeah.
No, fuck you.
Yeah, but fuck you. All
No,
right.
No, I think
You
I think
actually
this-
start talking and we fucking end it. No, I'm just
See-
kidding.
You can't take 2 hours to start talking. Dude, all this has made me so tired.
Really? You guys are
talking about
Just talking about it.
Well, see, before we end this, I gotta ask you guys: when you take naps, do you feel like shit when you wake up?
Nope.
No.
No.
Oh, dude, I
I
feel
can-
terrible.
I can take like a 10
It
15
depends where I
minute
took
napper.
it.
It doesn't matter where I take it. If I take it in my bed, on a couch, in a chair,
If I take it on the
wherever.
couch in a weird position, I wake up feeling pretty nasty. Anyways, guys,
What is
don't forget
that
to follow
noise?
us on social
It's-
medias. We got TikTok. We've got
I don't know what the fuck that noise is.
That is weird. Well, this timing is perfect. So yeah, check us out on all the socials. Thanks for listening.
I don't hear that. Whatever you guys are talking
Yeah,
about.
it's something's weird.
Well, when you put your mic down, it actually stops.
it's
so.
a ghost.
Oh, okay.
It's a ghost.
But yeah, like Mike said, TikTok, social media, this,
TikTok, social media,
that, Twitter, Facebook.
Instagram,
Feet finder eventually.
Yeah, one of
Truth
these days.
Social.
Yep. But with that, guys,
A little.
was
It's so
easily
off-putting.
that was
This is a weird
was-
end.
This
Yes,
is the
goodbye.
Easily Offensive Podcast. Good night.
Night.
Welcome to the Easily Offensive Podcast. If you're out there and you are easily offended, now's your time to leave.